All right, let's try this again. Matthew Shack Unfiltered, continued from the last live. All right, let's see if this works. Run the likes up, man. Keep the likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip your bartender, man. Let you guys scroll up in here, man. I don't know what went down, but you guys were letting me know that that you guys couldn't see me or something happened with the feed. Am I back? Y'all got me? Okay, we're just going to have to let everybody. Hey, man, I don't know what happened. Okay, sorry about that, man, but it wasn't on me. I don't know what happened, bro. Whatever happened didn't have anything to do with me, man. But, hey, I'm back. So we'll let everybody scroll up in here, man. Let me get something to drink. You guys got to let me know what was the last thing you heard. So you guys, let me know what was the last thing I said, you guys. I don't know what happened, man. Sometimes YouTube does weird stuff, bro. I didn't even know. It looked fine with me over here. It looked fine. So let me know what was the last thing you guys heard from me. I don't know how long I was not on or how long I was frozen, but hey, man, things happen, bro. It's technology. Things happen all the time. Yeah, man, even the Raiders are hating. I mean, even YouTube's hating what the Raiders are doing. Hey, man, I don't know, bro, but hey, it ain't stopping me, bro. I just log off and log back on. That's all I did. Luckily for me, I get all my messages that you, Chris, I got your messages when you were telling me from Facebook feed was telling me this, that, and the other. I just had to do, I was just trying to fix it. But looks like I'm back, you guys. So let's start over. Tell me what was the last thing I said, man. Thanks for the $2 dono, Chris. I don't remember the last thing I said, you guys. All right. So, you know, I'll just start reading you guys' questions as people come in here. But hey, like I said before, man, it's definitely wasn't me. All right. Wasn't me, bro. All right. Like Shaggy, wasn't me. Right? So I don't remember what last thing you guys heard. Okay. All right, man. So let's just go, man. Let everybody get back up in here, man. Anybody that don't come back, I understand, but it wasn't on me, man. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just sitting here. All right. All right, man. So yeah, man, at the end of the day, as I was saying, man, it's really a 5-year, $172 million deal on paper, but that's what they did. They put it on paper. So it's a 5-year deal with 5 options. It's a 5-year deal with 4 options. Okay. While we're letting everybody get back in here. All right. It's a 5-year, 172. That means if you go through the entire length of the deal, it'll be 172 million. There's no way on God's green earth that the money guys are going to do that. Let's just start calling these dudes the money team. The money team's not going for it. We know Floyd Mayweather's really the money team. But these dudes are the Raider money team. The Raider money team's not paying Kirk Cousins a 5-year 172. But they had to make it a 5-year 172 to fit the cap. So I'll give you a perfect example. A lot of you guys may have been rappers, or you might wanted to be a rapper or singer, or you wanted to get a record deal or whatever, bro. Typically, when you sign a record deal here in California, if you would sign a deal here in LA, the deals used to be 7 years. Used to be a 7-year deal. So when you'd hear a rapper, he signed a 7-album deal. 7 albums with Def Jam. He's getting paid $5 million, 7 albums. Ain't no damn 7 albums coming out, bro. It's 1 album with 6 options. So first album comes out. At that point, they can decide whether or not they want to go to album 2. Album 1 ain't selling. They might say, hey, we'll give you another album. And then what? They'll prorate that album, man, and make you pay for the album before and just move it over to the second album. That's why all these rappers go broke. That's why you guys really think these dudes have this money, but you're not understanding that all they're doing is taking the lack of money that they made off their album after marketing, videos, all the stuff that they do, hoes, clothes, everything goes and all of that. And they only made X amount of records, but they didn't recoup that money. They take that recoupable money and put it on the next album, and it just compounds. By album 2 or 3, if you ain't selling, they boot you. Okay? So, same thing with this. Okay? Over the course of a 7-album deal, it'll be a $5 million deal. But you're not going to get 7 albums. Even if you're selling, they're going to renegotiate it. They're going to come back and say, okay, you know what? We're going to lengthen it. We're going to give you more upfront money. Most of these guys that are rappers are living. You see that butterfly flying behind me? Oh, there's a butterfly flying right by that. That's a good sign. Okay. All right. These rappers, man, they live off their advances. So they'll get $1 million advance and they'll live off of that. They buy a chain for $50,000. They buy the car. They ain't got no money. Okay. So Kirk Cousins deals a 5-year 172, but year one is 20 guaranteed. Okay. He's getting 20 million. But how does he get 20 million if the Falcons are playing 8.7 and the Raiders are playing 1.3? That's a $10 million paycheck for you to mentor Mendoza. He's doing it to get paid. He's doing it for a fee. He's not doing it out of kindness of his heart. Salute to Kirk Cousins for keeping it real. You just how it is at your job, man. You got, you got Martine is now coming there, man, and they tell you to show Martine everything you shadow Joe. Joe, this is Martine. He's going to shadow you. You need to show him everything you know how to do. He's training to take your job. That's exactly what they're doing. That's why Martine's following you around all over everywhere, learning everything. Because he's going to replace your dumbass. Now, if they say, hey, man, you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you, 4 months salary on top of it. Then you're like, cool. Well, at least I'm getting paid extra money to train them. So that's what happened. Okay. All right. So let's read you guys' questions, man. Hey, man, we were cooking you guys over here. But like I said, YouTube did whatever it is that they did. Okay. So we just have to wait for everybody to come back. But if they don't, they don't. All right. I don't know what happened. All right. Okay, man, let's go, man. Flex Money in the building. Chris Leonard, what's going on? Egalitarian, what's going on? Okay, Triple R said he got me now. Yeah, you got me now, man. But we were cooking with kerosene, man. We were rolling. Okay. But like I said, man, I can't control what YouTube got going on. All right, man. All right, man. Whittington Thomas, hey, man, I'm back, bro. I don't know what happened, but whatever happened, it happened. And there's nothing we can do about it. All right, got to move on. Okay. All right, Maurice Ross, what's going on, man? What's happening? I still want Mendoza to play. Let's start him, but I know that Kubiak is doing. Well, here's the fine print. All right, let's get these likes up. I really need the likes now, you guys. We need to let everybody know we're back. All right, we lost a bunch of hitters on here, but hopefully they'll come back, dog. Okay. I heard what Kubiak said, and he said that he wasn't adverse to it. Like, he said that, that it's still open. He doesn't want to, but if Mendoza goes in there and spins it like he's supposed to, then we don't have nothing to worry about, man. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. I mean, if Mendoza takes the job, he takes the job, bro. Okay. So I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm hoping that he comes and wins the job. I hope that he's so dynamic and so he's so good at what he's doing when he gets in there, man, that there's nothing to be done. There's nothing else to say. Okay. I'm really hoping that that's what's happening, man. I really am. Okay. I'm hoping that's what it is. All right. All right, man. Chris Leonard said, welcome back, man. Appreciate it. All right, man. Okay. Thanks for the $2 dono, Chris, man. Chris, man. Hey, man. Shaq, let's not forget that Brad had Brian Hoyer too. Another Brady move. Yeah, man. But, well, no, Brian Hoyer wasn't on Brady's watch. Brian Hoyer was on Josh McDaniels' watch. Okay. Big Daddy Murder said Brady's insurance policy. Yeah, man, it's an insurance policy, but you got to understand, man, they're scared to death, dog. Like, they worried about this. Like, this is a huge gamble, bro. It's a huge risk. If Mendoza does not pan out, man, it's a huge risk, you guys. So they're gonna take their time with him. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I expect Mendoza to start before before the bye week. I think Mendoza gonna start before the bye week, bro. I'm gonna give it that. I'm gonna say, man, at least before the bye. It could be sooner, but I don't see Kirk Cousins doing what he did with Atlanta in the AFC West. You got to understand, this is his first AFC team he's ever played for. Okay, he's only been an NFC quarterback. He got drafted by Washington. He played with the Vikings. He played with the Falcons. He's never played in the AFC. AFC West is dogs over here. AFC West, man. We got the probably the toughest division in football. Okay, I don't know if Cousins gonna get over here and cook, bro. I'm not. I don't think that he, he's gonna learn quick that AFC ain't the NFC. That NFC football is more conducive to a Kirk Cousins type of player. Kirk Cousins isn't mobile. You guys are always complaining about somebody running. Hey man, he doesn't run, Gino, man. He doesn't run for the first down, man. Oh man, he's scared, man. Have you guys watched Kirk Cousins' game? Kirk Cousins don't run nowhere, bro. He run to the bank. But he and salute to his agent. Man, his agent, Mike McCarthy. What's his name? McCartney. Mike McCartney is that dude, man. I'd love for him to be my manager. All he does is secure bags for his client, bro. This is the 11th year in a row where he has secured a guaranteed contract, bro. This guy gets his boy paid. He gets him paid. And he's getting 20%. So the guaranteed money is the game, dog. All right. Okay, man. Old man back in the building, man. Salute to you guys that came back. Okay. Alfredo Mendoza. What's taking you so long, Alfredo? I mean, Bill Holloway was saying, man, that Alfredo get his shirt yet. Alfredo ain't moved a muscle. Alfredo ain't moved a muscle. Did all that talking. You better go get it, bro. You're on the clock. All right, man. Fidel said my favorite rapper Too Short had 6 platinum albums in a row. He did, but his deal with Jive Records was different than the deal that I just said. Too Short came into the game as an independent artist. You already know I'm from the Bay, from my era. He was an independent artist who signed after 2 or 3 albums that were successful on his own. Too Short was ghetto platinum. He was selling with Dangerous Music, Ant Banks and all of them cats, bro. They were selling shit out of the trunk for years. When he signed with Jive Records, when was that? 80, it was like 80, 89, 88, 89. When he signed with Jive Records, his deal wasn't this kind of deal that we're talking about. You're getting signed directly to Def Jam as a artist that doesn't have a track record. Now they ain't gonna do it now, but back then, so when he got his deal, man, his albums was different. He already had a fan base, and he was able to, publish in. It wasn't no 360 deals. Now you're signing a 360, meaning they're getting all your money from everything, every revenue stream you got, from your likeness to your merch to your touring to all of this shit. They're getting a cut. Okay, so yeah, Short did 9 albums in a row. Okay, but at the end of the day, man, he came in with a proven track record. All right. Okay. All right, man. Straight up. Hold on, man. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I want to make sure everything's good. All right. Okay. Got to make sure everything's copacetic. All right, man. Okay. What am I smoking on, man? I'm smoking on that Coheed. That's that Cohiba, man. That Cohiba Rubicon. All right, man. Jay Marion. All right, man. Got a little glare here. All right, man. Chris Leonard. Let's not forget that we had Najee Harris in the building too today. Kubiak wants another RB to add. I wouldn't hate this move if he's healthy. Well, like I've always told my girl Sarah K. Scott that Najee Harris is from the Bay Area and he's a Raider fan, bro. He's always been a Raider fan. Joe Mixon's a Raider fan. So I always knew, man, that he would find his way into the building sooner or later. I don't know whether or not they're going to sign him, but if he's willing to be a backup, he's not going to start over Ashton Jeanty. That ain't happening. So I guess we'll find out, won't we? All right, man. If you guys could please hit that like button, it'd be highly appreciated. We were cooking. We had it cooking in here, dog. Okay, but YouTube is on its own game plan. All right, man. Okay, straight up, man. Well, hey, Patrice, I did get your no one called my phone. I saw the messages. I saw what you were saying when you hit me on Facebook Messenger. I saw it. I don't know what happened. I can't explain it, man, but it is what it is. Okay. YouTube is YouTube. All right. Okay. Patrice says, on another note, did you hear about Gucci Man Pooh Shiesty news. I know you're in the music industry. That's why I'm asking. I just got an alert that Pooh Shiesty got arrested. And I know it had something to do with Gucci Mane, that they did something to Gucci Mane. I don't know what happened. Trying to get him out of his deal or something. But like I said before, if you want to play gangster in real life, then that's what happened. So I don't know the ins and outs of it. I just know that according to what I heard in the blurbs, that they might have think they either kidnapped him or made him sign, try to do a Suge Knight to get Pooh Shiesty off of his label or whatever, and sign him out, and it ain't gonna work because now you're dealing with the feds, man. And he just got out. He just got out of jail. I mean, what's the use of making somebody sign you out of your record deal for you to go right back into jail, bro? Okay, all right. So it is what it is, you guys. Okay. Now we just have the diehards in here now. All right. Okay. And nasty work. Yes, it took his jewelry. I mean, but that was stupid. I mean, it's like, man, when you're dealing with contracts and you're dealing with legalities like that, man, ghetto politics don't work in the industry no more, bro. Everybody that tried to strong arm or tried to do something that way, where they end up. Look at what happened to Suge. Okay? Look what happened to Suge. Suge locked up. He ain't getting out. Where did he at? Locked up. Like, I don't know where y'all think this is, man. You guys think that you guys are that you're watching the King of New York or something with with Christopher Walken or some shit. Nah, dog, this ain't no damn King of New York, bro. This is 2026. Okay? You got federales everywhere. They probably been new. They got all kinds of legal wiretaps. They got all kinds of stuff. Plus these dudes be texting each other right on open lines, texting each other and doing all kinds of stuff. Man, if they can get John Gotti, they gonna get you. Come on, bro. Come on, man. These niggas think they Whitey Bulger or some shit. It's just stupid. It's just dumb. But that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do, dog. Okay? Hey, man, my freedom is more important than a record deal, dog. Go through the record deal. Do what you need to do. Okay? But you're not doing that, man. You're not going to be able to get away with that at all. It's not going to happen, especially in Atlanta too. It's not going to. People can't keep a secret. They can't keep their mouth shut. Once they get into that interrogation room, Patrice, all bets are off. Everybody's singing like Whitney Houston in there, huh? But hey man, that's unfortunate. Okay, I like Gooch. Okay, all right. So yeah, man, you guys, man, unfortunately, man, we had a problem, man, and we were in there cooking, but hey, man, it is what it is. So any other questions, man? But just for a recap, I want to make it extremely clear: Kirk Cousins' deal is a 5-year, 172 in paper, okay? But that doesn't mean we got to go through the whole contract, all right? That doesn't mean we have to go through the whole contract because there's no way they're going to pay him. He'll be, 5 years from now, he'll be, he's 37, 38. He'll be 41, 42 years old. You're going to pay him that kind of money? You're not. But the extra 10 million is the mentor fee. And he gets to play. So it's like a player's coach. They don't have him in the NBA anymore. But Bill Russell was the last player to be a player coach. When the last year the Celtics won the NBA title, he was the player coach. He was a coach and he was the player. He was a starting center and he was the coach. Okay, so Mendoza is going to be mentored by Kirk Cousins because he's getting paid too. We're just going to give you 10 million extra, bro. 3 days after, and then if we want to cut you, you can go wherever. It's still a good ass deal because it goes down on the books as 1.3 million. That's why everybody's running around saying, "Oh man, we got Kirk Cousins for 1.3 million." So that's the only thing. The only thing is that unfortunately, you got to pay these guys, man. Kirk Cousins ain't mentoring nobody just to mentor nobody. And the guy that would have did it just to do it, Derek Carr. Tom Brady don't like Derek Carr. You going with that, MF? Tom Brady don't like Derek Carr. So he'd rather pay. It ain't no money to them. $10 million is nothing when you made $2.1 billion 2 days ago. What's $10 million, bro? That's like 10 cents. Ain't no money. $10, bro. Don't mean no money. Ain't no money to raise a lot to us. I mean, what would we do with $10 million? I mean, shit. I'd start my own network, and I wouldn't have to worry about the YouTube, having an issue or whatever happened. And that's a whole bunch of bread. But to them, that ain't no money. We're gonna pay him to mentor, and you know what? Good. That's what I always say. Spend the money. You got it. Might as well. All right. Straight up. Dollar Gill, y'all. What's up, Dollar Gill? What's going on? Guar Webb. Why are you guys crying wolf over AOC dude is UFL quarterback? He's lucky he's not a roster spot. He's not a real quarterback. Nobody wants to take the space. Well, I tell you this right now, Guar Webb. Aiden O'Connell ain't been cut, has he? Sometimes you keep somebody around because they do everything you want them to do. Sometimes you keep them around. Okay? You keep that person around who you know when you really need something, you can get on the phone and that person's going to come through. You don't tell them I don't want to be your friend no more. You just don't call them up or hit them up until you need them. So AOC is cheap. He's on a rookie contract still. He's not getting paid a shit ton of money. He's been on the team. He's somebody that you can have if you need to have him. So ain't nobody crying wolf about it. I'm telling you straight up. AOC needs to have an opportunity to go somewhere. And I don't think that he is the kind of person that will go and say, you know what, why don't you guys just let me go? And I don't know who his agent is. Because there's too many places that need a job. Right now, Arizona needs a quarterback. Why don't you let him go to AZ and see what he could do? He's not going to get any snaps, bro. He's not getting any snaps in preseason. He's not getting any snaps in OTA. He's not getting any snaps in training camp. He's not getting any snaps, bro. It's over, bro. It's a wrap. Okay? So, why hold on to him just because you can? You're holding on to somebody, man, who ain't going to leave on their own, dog. You might just want to push them out the door. You only can have two quarterbacks on the roster. What's AOC going to be doing the whole time? What's he going to be doing? He's going to be on the practice squad. And you're paying him money. He's a veteran quarterback. Let's understand, AOC is still a veteran quarterback, bro. So you're going to have to pay him veteran money under his rookie deal. He's not getting paid. What is he getting paid? 7-8 million now? Somebody look up what AOC's projected salary number or his salary is for this year coming up. It's got to be at least 7 to 8 million, bro. He's in his third, going into his fourth year, bro. He's not getting paid 2 million no more. So why are you doing that? Okay. All right, man. Okay. Rocky in the building. What's going on? Rubanowski says when you see them bringing in food, the interrogation is over. Oh man, these dudes be singing for a honey bun, bruh. I seen these cats coming in, man. They gave them a honey bun and a Welch's grape, and they started singing, bruh. They started giving it up, dog. Okay, singing like Sade in there. Okay, straight up, giving it all up. I'm like, damn, you can get that. You're gonna have plenty of opportunities to get one of those in the commissary. Okay, plenty. But no, you wanted that honey bun right now, bro. I seen one, man, they brought in the little chips, the little small little chips that, little variety packs that your mama used to buy. My mom would buy them variety packs. She would just buy the big old chips. She'd be Frito-Lay variety pack. You get, 2 packs of Fritos. And then me and my brother would be fighting over the nacho cheese and shit. And then you'd have regular Lays. And they came in with a bag this big, bro. And the air in the bag is this much. So there's like about this much chips in it. And once he opened up that chip thing up with some cold water, that was a little thing like they brought that nigga with a little cup like that. Started saying, yeah, well, it all started, man, about 2 days ago. Yeah, about 2 days ago. I was just like, you still going to jail, bro. You're gonna do 25, but you ain't gonna do 45, but you're gonna do 25. Okay. All right, man. Dollar Gill in the house. All right, man. DeMarcus Webb. Bill Russell was the first African-American head coach. He was. You know how I know that? Because of my dad. Well, I didn't know. I didn't see it. But my dad told me. All right. Okay, you got to go back and go look at it. Bill Russell's Bill Russell's the greatest basketball player of all time. He ain't going to say no Michael Jordan. He ain't going to say no Kobe. He's not going to say no Kareem. He's going to say Bill Russell. Okay? Because my dad's an old head. Okay? All right? He definitely going to say that. So, like I said, man, AOC is an odd man out, and Fernando Mendoza is about to be straight up nurtured. Man, they're going to be like, you need another blanket on your bed, Fernando? Oh, no, I'm good. You sure? You want some cookies and milk? They're going to be babying him, dog. They have to hit on Mendoza. That's the good part. They have to hit on him, dog. They have to. Ebon Durbin, Tom Wagner and all them dudes, they got more shares than Brady. Brady has 5%. Ebon Durbin has 15. Okay? Tom Wagner has 7.5. All right? The Michael Milken, no, Tom Wagner has 5. Michael Milken has 7.5. Them two dudes are the two money dudes. Ebon Durbin, Michael Milken. Them dudes, Meldman. Them two dudes are telling them two dudes, Brady and Spytek, y'all better figure it out. Tom Brady's going to be out there in some shorts and some cleats. Going to be out there with some cleats on, bro, and a tank top, throwing that ball with Mendoza ass. Trust and believe it. They have to hit on Mendoza, and that's the good part. He might not start, man, for a couple years. Did you hear what Kirk Cousins said, y'all? Did you hear what Kirk Cousins said? Kirk Cousins said his first statements, he talked about it before. He's like, hey, that Mendoza situation, man, they might sit him 2 or 3 years and do a Jordan Love on him. Jordan Love sat for 3 years. Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years. Patrick Mahomes sat for 1 year. Tom Brady sat for almost 2 years. We might not see Mendoza till he like 25, 26. I'm just being honest with you, man. But I think Mendoza gonna get out there and spin it. Be honest. All right. All right, man. See what else y'all talking about. All right, Marcus Guillaume got the merch today. Marcus Guillaume got the merch. Now it's time to rep the Unfiltered Nation. Thanks, Uncle Shaq. How do you like it, bro? How do you like the merch? I see. It's always good to see somebody get that merch in the mail and open that shit up, and it's just as advertised. It looks even better because it's in your hands. Now it's time for you to accessorize, okay? What did they say, Boomerang? Coordinate. Okay, you got to coordinate now, dog. You got no excuse. All right, man. Quad Webb, if this organization had half a brain, they would draft Taylor Green, quarterback in Arkansas, in the 3rd round and have the kind of style quarterback needs, just like Seattle did with Milroe. Well, man, unfortunately for you, the quarterback, the head coach doesn't run that type of offense. You're forgetting something, Guar Webb. Jalen Milroe was up there in Seattle with Clint Kubiak, wasn't he? Did you forget that? I think you did. I think you forgot that Seattle drafted Jalen Milroe and Clint Kubiak was right there. Did he play him? Nah. So what you're talking about has been negated. All right, wouldn't work over here. All right, he didn't get nothing. Okay, all right, man. Michael Wilcox, Raiders stink, Bills Mafia all the way, homie, all the way to the L party, big dog. I mean, have y'all won a Super Bowl yet? I'm just asking for a friend. I mean, damn. You've played what? 6 times 4 is 24. You've played 240 Super Bowl minutes, Michael Wilcox. Did you win? Michael Wilcox. Man, your Buffalo Bills have played 12 quarters in the Super Bowl. 12, bruh. Did you win? 4? Well, no, 16. 4. Four. Four. Okay. You play 16 quarters and you still ain't won shit. Stop. Okay. Cut it out. All right, man. AOC is low risk. Low risk, low reward. Because they're not gonna keep paying this man. All right, let's get these likes. Let's see if we can get to 100, y'all. Make up for the last one. There's no way on God's green earth they're gonna pay AOC. Somebody look up his numbers. I know he's getting paid at least 7-8 million. That's a lot of money to have a third string quarterback, bro. It's a lot. It's not looking good. Guy said, really, Kirk Cousins? Yeah, man. Kirk Cousins. 1.3 million on the cap. Somebody's paying the freight. The Falcons are paying 8.7 million of his salary. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we, bro? If your job said, you know what, man, we're going to pay 75% of your bills on top of the salary, you do it. You listen to everything they said. They tell you you need to stand out in that El Pollo Loco chicken outfit right in front of the club where all the shooby doobies come out. But you have to take the mask off and stand out there while they're outside and they know it's you. But they're paying 75% of your bills. You'd be out there. You'd be out there flapping your wings. Wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. That's why we got Kirk Cousins, because the Falcons are paying 75% of his salary. That's why. And the money that we would have had to pay him, we're going to pay him to teach Mendoza how to run the offense, how to be a pro, how to prepare, how to be familiar in offense, all the nuances. It's a good deal. You don't get to laugh at that deal, bro. You don't get to laugh at that deal. The Falcons were on the hook, okay? They were going to have to pay him $10 million anyway. All right? But they said, you know what? If we can get somebody to pay 25% of it, cool. All right? From a business perspective, it's bomb, man. But from a fan, I don't like it, man, because I want Fernando to start. DeMarcus Webb, AOC got 2 wins versus Kansas City. Not too many rated quarterbacks to say that. Good game manager. Yeah, man, but you're only as good as who values you, bro. D-Webb, you're only as good as who values you, bro. I mean, come on, bro. You know, you treated Christine better than any other man that she ever had in her life, dog. But where was she at? She was getting in and out of the car with Big Percy, bro. She don't care that you take care of the bills, you take care of the kids, you pay all, you do everything, dog. You come home every night. She don't care. The person that's treating her bad is who she want to be with. So at the end of the day, man, Tom Brady and them don't have the appreciation for no AOC, bro. They don't. This was an indictment against AOC. If they really would have believed in AOC, they wouldn't have got Kirk Cousins in the first place. They got Kirk Cousins because they looked at AOC and they said, he ain't going to be it. He ain't going to be here. Like I said before, man, I'm really trying to prepare you guys for how you need to be as a Raider fan moving forward. 2024 AB after Brady is how you're going to have to, all the stuff before that, we can remember it. I'm going to remember it. I'm sitting on 3 Lombardis. I'm not going to stop being who I am, but I can't be the old cat in the club, bro. I can't be the old dude in the club walking around looking like Saturday Night Fever outfit, taco meat hanging out, hair going around right here, all this ceiling missing on the rooftop is gone, and then they're trying to pop at a girl that's young enough to be my granddaughter. I can't be that guy. I got to be the cool uncle. I got to be the cool uncle knowing what songs is out. I got to know who Pooh Shiesty is. I got to know what Jordans is coming out. I got to know what, I still got to be fly, bro. I can't be the old cat walking around here looking old and decrepit. So you fans are going to have to adapt and evolve to understand that this team right now, the Las Vegas Raiders, is a $11 billion conglomerate, okay? And they're going to operate as such. The people who are in line to get the team are venture capitalists. They fund businesses, they create revenue, they build companies, they sell companies, they go IPO, they got businesses on NASDAQ. These are the guys that are running the Raiders. It isn't Al and Carroll Davis anymore. A little NFL football scout who worked his way up from selling information to teams on players to becoming the general partner of the Raiders, to becoming the majority owner of the Raiders, to winning 3 Super Bowls as that. That's why Al Davis has four jackets. That's why he has 4 gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame 4 times. He's in as a scout. He's in as a coach. He's in as a commissioner. And he's in as an owner. He's got 4 jackets, bro. Very few people got 4 jackets in the Hall of Fame. Maybe George Halas or somebody like that. That's a guy who, when they said get it out the mud, the old man got that shit out the sewer. These dudes don't know nothing about no sewer, bro. They were born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and now they're gonna make it a platinum spoon. And what you need to do is you need to buy in, okay? Especially if you don't got no hardware. You better buy in and understand that anything that has to do with a bag is where it's going. All right? Anything that's financially, economically, and fiscally sound decision, they're doing it. And you don't pass up on that. What risk do you have in getting Kirk Cousins? And these people, oh, you guys are stupid. How are we stupid? We paid 25 cents on the dollar for a whole Kirk Cousins who knows the entire offense backwards and forwards, and we got a #1 draft pick who doesn't know anything about it. We'll just get him, let you pay the freight, and the money that we would have paid him, we'll give it to him anyway, so he'll mentor the guy because he doesn't like mentoring nobody. And you get to start while you're doing it. Man, come on, bro. Anybody that's hating on that wishes it was them, okay? Trust me, they do. They wish they were us, all right? Okay? He says Bill Mafia is who? I mean, you know, I like the fact he's on here, but he knows he wishes he was us, bro. I mean, he just having 1 Super Bowl would change his whole life, though. Michael Wilcox's whole life would change, bro, okay? If he had 1 ring, but he doesn't. And he lost 4 straight. That's the bad part. He went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls and lost them all. I mean, every year. We're here. We're going home with nothing. We're here again. We're going home with nothing. We're here again. We're going home with nothing. We got to do it this time. Nope. Wide right. Scott Norwood. Remember that? Michael Wilcox with Scott Norwood lined up against the Giants and the ball went like this? Yeah, you remember. All right, okay. James Nelson, hey, which NBA team you like to see back when league has the Vegas team or brings back Sonics? I prefer the Sonics to come back because I'm OG. I'm old enough to remember when the Seattle Supersonics won the World Championship in '79. I remember that when they had Dennis Johnson and downtown Freddie Brown and Jack Sikma and who else was on that team, dog? Lenny Wilkins was the head coach. I remember that team. I didn't like them, but they was dope. Okay, so to see that green uniform with the Sonics on it, I'd love it. They been should have had a team back, and as soon as they do that, I'ma go. I already told Patrice. Bill's up there. Patrice is up there in Portland. I'm coming. Okay, when that happens, I will go to a game. I got people up at Nike I gotta go see. Okay, I ain't been to the headquarters. I've been invited up there for 30 years. Ain't been up there. I'm about to go up there. All right. Okay. So yeah, that's who I'd like to see. But Vegas is the money though. There's more money with a Vegas team than there is for a Seattle Seahawks team, a Supersonics team. It's more money. Why do you think the A's are moving to Vegas now? So now Major League Baseball. I mean, the NFL. Once the NFL did it, and they saw the revenue that was being brought in from FanDuel and being brought in from DraftKings, they're like, man, we got to get some of that money, bro. It's just free money, man. Another revenue stream. So Vegas will probably get it first, but what they should do is just expand it twice. I mean, there's 30 NBA teams. There's 30. So it'll be 32, which would be the same number as the National Football League, but you'll probably have to change the divisions. Because once we got these teams, we had to change the divisions. That's why you have an NFC South and NFC North and NFC East and all that kind of shit. You know, they added the South one. You know, so they're gonna have to add at least another division. So what in basketball you got the Pacific, the Pacific division. You got the what's Atlantic. You got what's the in the Eastern Conference? What's the other division, man? The Midwest Conference. Midwest Conference and AOC, OKC and them. So you'll probably have to add another conference, not a conference, another division. Probably have 5 divisions instead of 4. Okay. All right. So, all right, man. Guard Webb. This has been why the Raiders have been horrible because they allow their feelings to get in the way of talent. We've been losing 23 years with the feelings for Carr and AOC and Lobby and players like that. Well, man, none of these guys is the reason why you ain't won in 23 years, man. That ain't why. That may be the reason why you lost the last 10. But there was 13 years before that. Okay, so you don't get to say that these guys are the reasons why. Okay? Last time we won a playoff game was in 2003. Al Davis died in 2011. How many years is that? My count is 8. 8 years while Al was there, didn't do shit. So you're trying to use Vegas as an excuse for why you're the way you are when you're forgetting about the 8 years from the time we went to the Super Bowl and lost until Al Davis left the planet. 8 years that was on Al's watch that you're not even accounting for. But that's what you do. You always want to try to blame certain people for the whole pie, bruh. Okay? All right. Okay, you said AOC is set to earn a base salary of $3.6 million. That's why he's there. I thought it was higher than that. Where are you gonna get a backup that's that cheap? Where are you gonna get a backup that's that cheap? Not even $4 million, bro. You're paying Kirk Cousins $10 million just to teach him the playbook. Can't make it up, you guys. All right. All right, man. Let's get these likes up. Marcus Allen running with the night, man. My favorite play of all time, Ray. My favorite play of all time, man. You do not understand. That damn 17 Bob Trey-O, that's the play. 17 Bob Trey-O. 1 back to the 7 hole. Okay? Marcus was like, ain't nothing popping. Let me turn around. Ran up the seam 74 yards, bro. I was going crazy, man. But then again, Michael Wilcock would never know how that feels to blow out a team in a Super Bowl where you're just coasting and you know it's just the clock running. You just know you got it. He don't know how that feels at all. Just in the 3rd quarter when that shit happened, man, the full 4th quarter, we were just waiting for that clock to just go down, bro. 38-9. Okay, come on, bro. I mean, Michael Wilcock, Bills Mafia don't even know how that feels to be able to just celebrate the whole quarter and a half, dog. We're just like, we won, man. No way in hell you coming back from 38-9, bro. It's not happening. Okay. All right, man. Guzio says, I like Ty Simpson over Mendoza. I mean, you could like a lot of things. What you like don't mean that. Why would we care what you like? What you like you're one dude. Okay? Like, okay. Like what you like. Okay? It is what it is. All right? Can't be concerned about what you like, bruh. Okay? All right, man. Because I know what I like. Everything that's going on right now. All right? Guarweb said Brady wants to pretend like he stays away from the Raiders when he won't get blamed for whoever roster. He must know we're not winning it, but he's the one who brought Spy Tech, so it's on him. Oh, yeah, Mark Davis already put that in writing already. We don't got to worry about that, Guarweb. We don't got to worry about what he thinks. Because Mark Davis put it in a statement when he said, John Spytek, along with Tom Brady, are in charge of all football operations, including search for a quarterback and the new head coach. It's in writing, bro, that he's responsible. So I don't gotta worry about whether or not Brady wants to show up or act like he's not involved. It's in writing. It was in a whole press release that was released by the Raiders that those two guys are in charge of all football operations. What do you think happened today? Kirk Cousins, football operations. Drafted Fernando Mendoza, football operations. Keeping AOC or letting AOC go, football operations. Bringing in Andrew Janako, football operations. Okay? All right? Everything's football operations, bro. Everything. Anything that has to do with any type of financial or any type of contract or any type of extension, all of that's on there. And that's why I'm sitting back smoking a cigar. That's why. Because I don't have to worry about these guys being excuses like last year when Geno Smith came over and I said it was Tom Brady. Oh, man, Tom Brady didn't have anything to do with that, bro. He didn't have anything to do with Pete Carroll. Yeah, he did. Because when ESPN came out with that hit piece in January that I covered right on this channel, and they broke down how Brady has had his hands all over this football team without you guys even recognizing it, I was right then. Just like I was right when I said we were getting Kirk Cousins 3 days ago. I mean, that's what I do, bro. I just say things before it happens. I was honest with you. I didn't want him, but I told you as a business, a businessman that's a Raider fan, it's good business. That was great business, man. Don't let nobody try to trick you out of your position when they try to tell you Kirk Cousins is this and that and he's a bum and all that. No, we got him for $1.30. That's what we got him for, bro. All right. Okay. Miss Pamela, didn't Cousins suck in Atlanta? No, he didn't. Actually, he did not. He did the first year. He didn't do that well. Penix came in, took the job. Okay. Penix tore ACL, and Kirk Cousins won the last 4 games that he played, and he was 5-3 with them. They were shitty. When Cousins came back in, he was Kirk Cobangs again. That's his nickname. Okay, and Big Chain Kirk. Okay, all right. So he won his last 4 games and won 5 out of 8 games. And people in that locker room, Bijan Robinson and all these other dudes, they wanted him to stay, but there's no way in hell you're going to pay him that kind of money at that age. So, no, he did not suck. But that doesn't mean he won't do that with us because he's in the NFC and this is the AFC. Rosetown native, what's going on, Rosetown? All right, man, let's get these likes up, you guys. All right, man, Marcus Guillaume, what's going on? He said, dope. Hey, I tried to tell you, we don't make no junk, Marcus. Make sure you show Pops. Make sure you show your Pops what it is. Hey, man, you can always get another one. I'm waiting for my next Mendoza. If you haven't learned, I'm wearing the shit out of this. I've been wearing it every day, dog. Of course, I make sure that everything is all copacetically and, clean and all of that, man. And, it ain't all funked up, okay? So I make sure. But I had to order another one because I know I'm gonna be wearing the shit. I may have to order 2. Because when this one starts looking like it's getting to that point, I'm gonna be wearing this to the grocery store. I'm gonna be wearing this to the shit like that. And then the other one, when it's time to go out, like I did today, when I'm out and about, hitting these restaurants and hitting these malls and hitting these places that I've been hitting up, I'll be walking around with this, and all they do is they be them heads be on a swivel, man, when you wearing that damn Matthew Shack Unfiltered merch. Okay, you better, if you don't got this, man, you better go get it, bruh. Straight up. All right. Rosetown there said, what's my thoughts on Kirk Chains? Kirk Chains, man, is he's worth the money. He's worth the money, bro. He is the hired gun that comes in and does it all, bro. It's like, hey, man, we gotta man, we're gonna let some people go at this job. And then the one guy, Craig didn't lose his job. You know why? Because Craig knows how to drive the box truck. Craig knows how to use the fax machine. He knows how to stack the pallets or the pallet jack. He knows how to do all these things. He knows how to do some welding. He knows how to do everything, bro. We can get rid of these other dudes that's running around here that's always on a cigarette break, who's always late. Get rid of y'all, and Kirk Chains can get over there and he can do multiple things. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna mentor Mendoza. He's gonna teach Mendoza the ropes because he's getting paid $10 million to do it. He's gonna start, has an opportunity to start. I'm hoping Mendoza takes that away. And he secured a guaranteed $20 million deal to keep his streak alive at 11 consecutive years with guaranteed money. Nobody does that, bro. Okay? And he's 37, about to be 38. And he's in a state that has no state tax. He's chilling. So I think it's a good deal. He'll play well enough. He's not running nowhere. If the line is trash, they're going to be hitting him. Did we fix the line yet? We don't know if we did. So you're going to put the $1 million kid there, the golden boy, the golden child, Eddie Murphy, and put him out there and let him get hit? Or are you going to put Kirk Cousins out there and let him get hit? Yeah, I think we're going to put Kirk Cousins out there till we figure out this line scheme, this zone blocking scheme. We're going to figure this shit out. Let him get hit. Ka! Ah, damn, look at that hit on Kirk Cousins. Mendoza just like this. Do not stand in the pocket too long. Mendoza going to be writing all that shit down. Don't stand in the pocket too long or I'm going to get killed. I'm going to get creamed. Okay, all right. He going to be there. Kubiak going to be like, you see that? Here's what Kubiak going to be doing, Mendoza. Kirk Cousins going to be back there. Blue 44, blue 44. Set, hut, pa. All right, what did you see? What did you see, Fernando? Yeah, I saw that he should have called an audible, man, to a run play because it looked like they were blitzing. You're like, yeah. Okay. All right. Straight up. All right. Okay. Blaze one for the nation. All right, Bill Holloway, this will be a Jackson Dart situation. Yeah, Bill, he's going to start next year. Kirk, he's going to start. Mendoza going to start. I don't know when. I hope it's week 1. Okay. All right, man. Okay. All right. 51-3 Raider fans. Oh, you're talking about, I remember that game. I remember that game when you guys won 51-3. You guys blew us out, man, in the AFC Championship game, bro. I remember that. But I also remember that's when Bo Jackson was hurt. I remember Bo Jackson got hurt in that game. And I remember, man, we were playing in the Bills and it was cold and it was wet and all that shit. And when you guys beat us, I was mad as hell. But guess what? I definitely was rooting for the Giants when they beat your brains in the Super Bowl, bro. Okay, straight up. Remember when Jeff Hostetler was the backup quarterback? Didn't you guys lose to a backup, Jeff Hostetler, because Phil Simms was hurt? You're talking to OG, Mike. You don't get to come over and act like you're smarter than me because you're not. Anything that you know, I know. But you don't know what and not everything I know, you know. All right. When was the last time the Raiders beat the Bills? We own you, as a matter of fact. Last time you had a winning record, I'll wait. Come on, bro. What are you talking about? You got the biggest fraud MVP in the history of football. How do you win the MVP when Debo Mahomes isn't there, Mr. Ducktail, and you guys get your ass kicked? You're supposed to go to the Super Bowl. What are you talking about? You guys are the biggest frauds out there. All you need is a opening for you to make the Super Bowl. You had the opening. Okay? And you still got your brains beat in, bruh. Okay? So I don't know what you're talking about. Josh Allen is an absolute front runner, is what he is. During the regular season, he looked like he could beat the world. When them playoffs come, man, that dude turns into a Volkswagen Beetle. He turns into a 66 Beetle with rust stains, okay? So, hey, man, it doesn't matter. We still have been far more successful than you, okay? And what you need to understand, Michael Wilcock, when you're over here talking to me, you know everything I'm saying is just going all the way down to your molecules is hurting your feelings, bro. I mean, we're the same exact age, bro. You're an AFL team, we're an AFL team. You came into the league in 1960, we came into the league in 1960. We're the exact same age, bro. How come I'm a PhD graduate and how come you're still in middle school right now, bro? How come you can't get out of 6th grade? You're a 63-year-old franchise that's still in the 6th grade. Now, you said when was the last time we had a winning record? Last time we had a winning record was 2022. When was the last time you won a championship of any kind? I'll tell you, that would be the AFL, the American Football League, when you won one in 1964. That was the last time you had any type of championship attached to the Bills. Okay? That's it. That was the last time you won anything of any kind that had a championship attached to it, to a defunct league that doesn't exist. Okay? You guys are like the Brooklyn Nets, who won 2 ABA titles with Dr. J back in ABA, but when you look at the NBA titles, it says 0. I mean, come on, bro. Come on. You ain't won shit since the merger in 1970, since you want to talk about what we haven't done. All right. You're right. We haven't had a winning record. You don't have to wait. I'll just tell you, it's been 4 years since we had a winning record. But the last time you won a championship was 62 years ago. 62 years ago. Now, who's right? You're right, and so am I. Who would I rather be? I'd rather be me. 4 versus 62, 3 and 4 years. He's met his match when it comes to me, bro. Yeah, that was the last time you guys won anything. I think Jack Kemp was your quarterback at that time. Okay. All I can say for you guys is thank you for the Buffalo Wild Wings that are named after your city. Thank you for Buffalo. There's 2 things I'll thank you for. I thank you for the Buffalo Wings, because I love those. You guys were good when it came to that. Football, not so good. Okay. You had a team called the Buffalo Braves back in the 70s in the NBA. They took that from you. They are now the Los Angeles Clippers. You couldn't keep a basketball team. Okay. When you guys had Bob McAdoo and all of them, they left. And Rick James is from Buffalo, New York. So those are the only things I could thank you for. I can't thank you for anything football-wise. All right? Well, O.J. Simpson. But then you know what happened after his career after that. Because O.J. was my boy. But after that, after he stopped playing for you guys, all that Buffalo losing stuff just caught up with him, didn't it? Okay? All right, let's just move on. Let's just move on. All right. Okay. All right, man. Rose down. Them likes ain't liking. Yeah, the likes need to be liking, man. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's get to 100. Okay. All right. Okay. As I remember, you didn't even score a touchdown when we played you in the AFC Championship game. Yeah, well, 51-3. Yeah, man. But damn, 1990, that was 36 years ago, bro. I mean, you got to go that far back. I mean, that's how far you got to go back. You got to go back way back, bro. But I just told you, since you want to go back, why don't you go back another 30-something years to 1964, the last time y'all won a championship in a league that doesn't exist anymore. All right? Like I said before, I'm not going to deny that what you're saying is the truth, but you're definitely not acknowledging what I'm saying the truth. That's what I'm waiting to see. I don't have no problem with what you're saying about what you're saying, but when I'm saying what I'm saying, I need for you to acknowledge that what I said is fact. That's how I'm winning, because you keep ignoring my facts. Your facts are valid. I remember I watched that game. You're right. Now what about me? Am I right? That's what's hurting your feelings right now. See, that doesn't hurt me, bro. But that damn 1964 AFL championship, you guys didn't even have face masks when you guys won. Remember when they used to play with no face mask and shit? Last time he won anything, they didn't even have a face mask. It wasn't required. It wasn't a required equipment when his team was winning some shit. Okay. You didn't even have black players on your team when you won. You didn't even have nobody black on your team. Okay. It was still segregated football when you won some shit. Okay. Like I said, it's not hard, bro. It's real easy for me to cook guys like him. That's why I want him here. Okay. We're going to keep him here while I cook him. Okay. All right, man. I love it. All right. Guab Webb says no. I'm saying Green on the team. They just have like me a Milrow. They the one at Milrow doesn't have to play the way around his. Well, man, like I said, man, Milrow did not see the light of day. He played in preseason and that was it. He didn't see a light of day with Kubiak. He wasn't going to be on this team anyway. So it is what it is. Computer genius. He's under contract till 2026. Yes, he is. Okay. All right, man. We'll see how it happens. Okay, Rosetown native, 3.7 million. I mean, that's no money. They paid Kirk Cousins 10 million just to show him how to pass the test and shit. You know, when you have a what they call a man when they have a tutor, he's just a tutor. Man, Kirk Cousins is a tutor to Fernando Mendoza, man, getting paid good money. It's a good ass deal. Spike Tick and Brady, man, they cooked on that. They cooked. You're paying him on the salary cap 1.3 million for a starter. That is crazy, bro. You got your starting right now. He's the starter because Mendoza's not on the Raiders yet. There's only 2 quarterbacks that are on this roster: Aiden O'Connell and Kirk Cousins. Okay, those 2 dudes are on the roster. Kirk Cousins, the starter. You're paying him $1.3 million. That's not even a league minimum. You know what the league vet minimum is? I think the vet minimum is like $6 million or something like that. Reason why AOC's number is so short is because it's under the rookie contract. Okay? He's still under his rookie deal, which is a 5-year deal. Okay? So, you get him for 1.3 million, that's a steal. And you're paying him 10 million to be the tutor to Mendoza. How is that not a good deal? It's a great deal. Astronomical. We won free agency. There's nothing to talk about. He could have went to the Rams and got paid more money. He could have went to Arizona and been a starter. He came over here, man, and took the deal. Good business, bro. All right, man. Chris Lorenzo said, I love the hat. Great. 44 in Jersey. Hey, man, like I said, man, this is the Raider helmet. Catch that? You know damn well I ain't wearing it like this. I'm from the Bay, man. I got to wear my shit ace deuce. All hats got to be worn ace deuce. That's just what we do in the Bay. We don't walk around looking cornballish. Okay, I'm wearing my shit ace deuce to the side. Justice Saab, what's going on, man? Hey, man, yeah, man, we back up in here. All right, man, real spill. All right, man, Justice Saab. YouTube being stingy, not giving me the notification. Well, man, you got to refresh it, bro. I mean, YouTube just cut me off, bro. This is the second live, man. It went dark on me. It went 0 dark 30 on me on the live. I don't know, man. Like I said, man, I pay my bills, bro. Also, I need to make an announcement to you guys, man. Let's get these likes up. Last month was a record month. Best month we ever had. Best month we ever had numbers-wise. Best numbers, best everything. Okay, just got the print out yesterday. YouTube sent it to me. Yeah, last month was the best month we ever had. Best month. If we can have months like that every month, things are gonna start getting better and better and better and better. Revenue went up, ad revenue, membership, everything went up. Everything went up. Best numbers ever. So I just wanted to pass that on, man. We did that. We did that as a group. Okay? All right, man. Just wanted to let you guys know that. All right, man. You have to be the cool uncle. I have no choice. I'm the uncle where my nieces and nephews and my god kids call me up to tell me about stuff that they won't tell their parents. I'm that uncle. Hey, Uncle Shaq. Hey. You know I can't tell my mama, but I got to tell you what happened. Something happened. And they can tell me and I'll tell them. Tell them what to do. Then they find out later. Well, she told me she talked to you. How come you didn't call me? I'm like, oh, so you want both of us not to know what's going on. That's what I'd say. So they don't want to tell you. So you want me to be like you so neither one of us will know some shit. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's why I didn't tell you. Because they need to be able to trust me. You never heard from me. They told you when they were ready. See, I'm the cool uncle. Well, I know you told her what to do. I did. But I'm not messing up. That's my niece. I'm not messing up my relationship because of you. You're supposed to have my relationship. But you can't because you're too judgmental and you jump off the rails. That's why she didn't call you. She called me. But I'm going to give her the advice that you would give her. So she's still getting it. So don't mess that up. I had to tell him that. Don't mess it up, man. Don't mess up my shit. I changed the diapers. I bought shoes for basketball. I did all of that shit. Don't mess my relationship up with my kids. These are mine too. You had them, but they're mine. They come to me. They trust me. I'm the cool unc. I'm gonna give you the game, but I ain't gonna beat you up. But I will tell you, that's not my smart, dumb decision. That's stupid. Don't do that shit. Okay, so yeah, I'm always gonna be the cool uncle. I'm always gonna be the one over here telling y'all the shit y'all need to know. I need for you guys to be functional people in society. I need for my, my members and my subscribers to walk around here, man, and know what it is. I don't need you guys walking into or on your phone like this, and you walk into the damn fountain and shit. I don't need y'all to be so caught up, man. Y'all ain't paying attention to shit. I don't need you to be driving around like Tiger Woods, talking about you looking at your phone. Next thing you know, the car flipped over. I don't need. But you got Percocets in your pocket. I don't need y'all to be like that. Okay. Even Michael Wilcock, man, he's a subscriber over here, but he's a subscriber for a reason. I mean, if he's so Bill's Mafia, how come he ain't over there? Because they ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit talking about, hey, man, next year is going to be our year finally. It's never going to be. All right. Guar Webb said the Raiders are just prolonging Doza so they can use excuse of losing for a longer period of time. Now you're losing this year. Well, Raiders have been losing, man. So anything they do at this point is on Brady's watch. The difference is that money. That's the difference, Guar Webb. The difference is the money. Before, we didn't have this kind of money. Now, we're talking about $11 billion now. Heads are going to roll if you don't win. Heads are going to roll now, bro. You don't get to bypass $11.1 billion. Ask Michael Wilcock if the Bills are worth that much. I don't think so. I don't think a snowbound team that'll never have a Super Bowl there. We're getting ready to have our second Super Bowl. Did you hear about that, Michael Wilcock? Did you hear that the National Football League awarded Las Vegas with their second Super Bowl in 2029? Guess who gets that revenue for that, being a host city? The Raiders does. You've never hosted a Super Bowl. You've never hosted a Pro Bowl, and you've never had a draft event at your shit. Too cold. Ain't nothing to do there. Okay? Except lay up with somebody fat and have some Buffalo Wild Wings. That's it. You ain't winning shit. It's too easy, bro. All right, man. Major Raider in here? All right. Patrice, I'm back. And Bo Nix owns Josh Allen. I mean, who doesn't? AFC West owns Josh Allen. Josh Allen has about 3 tattoos on his ass. He has a Bo Nix tattoo on his ass. He has Patrick Mahomes tattooed on his ass about 4 times. And then he has Justin Herbert tattooed on his inner thigh. You talk about a straight overrated dude. What's the use of having all those mechanics? He has the size. He has the arm. He has the speed. He has the mobility. He has everything, but he doesn't have the clutch gene is what he doesn't have. He don't have no clutch gene at all. Even LeBron James, somebody who Skip Bayless said doesn't have the clutch gene, at least he has 4 championships out of 10. He at least won the championship 4 times. 40% of the time he's been a champion. Josh Allen has never, ever been to an AFC championship game. So let me ask you this question. Tell me the last time you guys were in an AFC championship game. I'll wait. Ask me when the last time I was in an AFC championship game. 2003. The last time you were in one was 1990. Like I said, man, I say the truth. You don't. Super corporate. Computer genius. Said Mark Davis finally heard about the Durbin guy. What did he say? What did Mark Davis say about Durbin? All right, man. Patrice, hoping Fernando could take Kirk's job right away. Derek Carr did it. Derek Carr took Schaub's job. A 2nd-round draft pick out of Fresno State came in and snatched that shit and held on to it until he was benched. Say what you want about Derek Carr. He never got his job taken from nobody. He got his job stolen from him. Nobody ever came in and take DC's job. Never happened. From 2016 to 2023, didn't matter who you brought in there. They was on the bench. He never lost his starting job. I don't care what you say about him. He never lost his job. When you guys were talking about everybody else was supposed to come in and take his job. Nobody took that man's job, man. It took Josh McDaniels to bench him. And then what did Jared Stidham do? I mean, Jared Stidham. All right. All right. Rosetown Nails, I know Shaq's already got that Kirk Cousins change drip in the works. Hey, man, you know what, man? To be honest, man, that is a good idea. You know, that is a good idea. I may have to go ahead and get that started. I didn't even think about that, bro. Thanks. That'd be fresh to me. I've been rolling around all day. All right. But yeah, that would be kind of tight to go ahead and get something like that going. We'll see. All right. Said AOC ain't that type of guy. Just at the gym. Yeah, get that paid. These fools on them perky perks. Yeah, they are. Get these likes up, man. Let's get these likes. See if we get to 100 real quick. All right. Yeah, I'm doing what I said. You said before, Shaq, that we were the team that gives these washed up agents a bunch of money. We didn't give them a bunch of money, though. Justin Saw, we did not give Kirk Cousins Chains no money. We didn't give him no money. This time we paid him right. Everybody else we got railroaded. Gino walks away with $43 million. I hope you guys understand that. Mr. Middle Finger walked away with 43 M's on you. Gardner Minshew walked away with 25. Jimmy G walked away with 53. Cousins is only on the books for 20. $1.3 million cap hit this year. $8.7 million on the Falcons cap. $10 million for Mendoza. After the end of the year that goes on 2027. We came up. We're paying $11.3 million. $1.3 million for him to play the quarterback position and $10 million to mentor Mendoza. That's $11 million over 2 years. Over 2 seasons. This year's it ain't even $2 million. It's not even $1.5 million this year. Business-wise, beautiful deal. 3 years with Kubiak. Knows the entire system. Gonna teach him everything. It's a good deal. Do I like it as a fan, diehard down to the bone? No, because I want Mendoza to start. But, like I said, man, I'm in Raiders AB. Raiders after Brady. It's about the bag. If you're not thinking money, you're gonna be like Guar Webb running around here complaining even more. Talking about stuff that doesn't matter with people who have money. The only people that's complaining about gas here in LA is the people who's mad that it's $5 a gallon. All these rich people around here, all these Hollywood people, man, their cars is taking premium anyway. They're paying $7, $8 a gallon for some gas. They don't give a shit. They don't care. Fill my car up. That'll be $150. Don't give a shit. What's $8 a gallon to them? To us, shit. People start catching the bus. Not them. These people got money, man. They got billions. They don't care about what we care about. They care about what's going to make them money. That's why my whole philosophy has changed. My whole philosophy is they'll win because it's costing them to win. Everybody paid to be a member of this. Everybody that's involved had to pay. Brady had to pay. Durbin had to pay. Wagner had to pay. Millman had to pay. Seymour had to pay. Jim Gray had to pay. And now they got to pay everybody else that's involved. They got to pay Kirk Cousins. They got to pay Mendoza. They got to pay Crosby. They got to pay Genty. They got to pay Bowers. They got to pay Kobe Dean and all these dudes. They got to pay. They paid to be a part of this team. Now they got to pay everybody. They're the ones that's paying the freight. They're paying the bill. I'm going to dinner. I'm ordering what I want. I'm ordering as many drinks as I want. I'ma order the tomahawk. I'ma order the king crab legs. I'm gonna order everything that I want. Drinks up the ass. And when the bill comes, it's going to Durban. I'm not paying for shit. So they have to produce, bro. It's their money. I'm not going to argue about their money. All right? You guys can do all of that. Just trying to save you guys a whole lot of time. Just buy into the money part. People who have money hate to lose money. People who invest hate to lose money, bro. They hate that. They hate losing money more than you hate losing. That's what I know. I know people that do that kind of shit. They lose $1 million on the deal, man. They throwing up. I ain't gonna never lose $1 million on the deal. Ever. Because if I have $1 million, I'm gonna put it where I know it's gonna make some money. I ain't gonna lose no money. But these dudes, they losing billions, bro. If their revenue goes down next year, let's just say, God forbid, we go winless. Let's just say that nobody wants to come to the games. And they lose all that revenue, dog, and that value goes from 11 billion down to 7. Spytek gone. Brady's not going to be head of football operations no more. He'll be still an owner. Let them start losing some money. That's how I know we're going to win. That's how I know it, because they're going to pay for it. They're going to pay for it, bro. Why do you think the Dodgers are back-to-back World Series champions, bro? Are they back-to-back World Series champions because they play great baseball? Yeah, but why do they play great baseball? Because they gave Shohei Ohtani $750 million, bro. They paid for arguably the best player in baseball. And as soon as his ass showed up, they won. And the next year they won. They paid. That's why the Dodgers are winning. Because they paid for Shohei. We got money. I'm gonna definitely. What else y'all buying? What else can y'all buy me some line? Now it's time for them to buy me a line. They got the money. I don't want to hear nothing. There's no excuses no more, bro. You got billions. Pay for this. Justice Superior Kirk Cousins going to mentor Mendoza, man. Yeah, we'll see about that. Oh, he's getting paid to do that. You don't think that they told him in advance that's what he's coming over there to do? That's what you think the extra $10 million is for. It's a guaranteed $20 million deal for 1 year. Kirk Cousins is getting paid $8.7 million by the Falcons, and the Raiders are paying $1.3. There's $10 million that's missing. 87 and 13 is 100. Come on, bro. There's $10 million missing here. Where's it coming from? The Raiders are paying it $10 million on the third day of the 2027 new league year. It's a signing bonus for $10 million. What did they tell him? You're mentoring him for that extra 10. He's getting paid. That's why he's going to do it. You don't got to worry about that, Justin Saw. The money, bro. The money's going to take care of that. All right. Michael Wilcott was never. You know what's funny about Michael Wilcott? He's saying everything except for what I asked him to say. That's how I know he ain't really a man of his word. He can't even acknowledge what I said to him. Like, he just keeps saying the same thing over and over. I'm gonna leave him out here and let him suffer. Okay. James Nelson, what's going on, man? Okay. Just win, baby. Good CEO in the house. Okay. All right, man. Okay. Local Renegade said Bills don't even have a trophy case. No, they have a trophy case. The trophy case was made by Michael Wilcott's great granddad. He made it out of some birch wood out of his backyard. Okay, that's how old it is. Okay, it's so old, man, that the damn the glass that's inside of it is yellow, man, from just age. Like, They haven't opened it, man. They got spider webs on the inside of it, all kinds of shit. All right. All right. Most people will paddle to Vegas. Yeah, tip that bartender. Bartender needs to be taken care of. All right, man. Okay, Loco Renegade, man. Filtered 5 memberships. Appreciate that, Loco. Now you guys need to keep those memberships up. Last month, greatest month statistically on this channel was last month. All right. All right, man. Straight up. Last but not least, tip your bartender. Josh Allen ain't tasting the Super Bowl. No, he not even getting close. There'll be no Super Bowls. Okay. All right, man. Okay. No longer family, it's corporate. It's over. It's over, bro. It's over with. I'm telling you, man, we're going to be looking, pretty soon, we're going to be looking real old, bro. We're going to be looking real old talking about all the stuff we talk about. Okay? All right, man. It was like, man, the first time, man, I was playing some Public Enemy in my room. And my dad heard it through the wall, through the door. And he opened the door. He's like, hey, those guys are rapping on, stealing James Brown's music. I was like, yeah, and? He's like, man, these guys can't even do their own music. They're stealing our music. I was there looking at my dad. He's looking old as hell. Like, come on, Dad. It's called sampling. How are they using James Brown's song and rapping on it? My dad didn't understand all of that at that time. You're going to be sounding like that. All that shit that Guar Webb is saying and all that shit that Will Cop is saying. He's talking about something happened 36 years ago. He's already sounding like the get off of my lawn old ass man and shit. He's already standing out there, man, with a shirt that's too small, stomach sticking out like this, in some changlas, standing outside, bro. Okay, toenails are this long, man, in yellow. You know that old man, the toenails be this long, they be yellow and shit. That's how he's out there, standing out there screaming right now, bro. Nose hairs all the way out, just hanging all the way out, bro. That's Michael Wilcott right now, talking about some shit that happened in 1990, bro. Come on, bro. Cut it out. All right. Okay. All right, man. Okay, love it. Love it. Forgotten Fortune. All right, man. All you guys got taken care of. Make sure you keep these memberships up. Sign up. All right, all you guys memberships. Thanks, Loco. All right, man. James Nelson. I love when you heard the story about Jamarcus Russell and he finally told his side. Yeah, I mean, him telling his side doesn't mean anything to me though, James Nelson, because I'm from the Bay and I was around and in the clubs when he was running around. I was a big club promoter in the Bay Area, and my boys were running Oakland doing clubs. I was seeing them do it all the time. So anything Jamarcus Russell tried to say, we already knew. We already knew the cats that was supplying him with the scissor. I knew the cats that were doing all of that. So it's good for you guys to know what he said, but we already knew what he said. Real people from the soil knew all the stories. We knew everything. All right. He didn't say nothing that was groundbreaking to me at all. All right. We already knew everything. What he did was just give his side of the story, but why give your side of the story 16, 15 years later, bro? Like, what difference does it make? Okay. I mean, that's like me going on Facebook and asking some dudes that me and Bill and Raider Tracy fight in 9th grade and say, hey, man, whatever happened, man? What happened that time when you guys were fighting over there by the swimming pool? What happened? Oh, man, he called my sister ugly, man. And then, so I finally know the story of something that happened 30 years ago. Okay, yeah, I finally know the truth of it. Does it move the needle? No. I just know that Quincy got his ass whooped and almost got drowned, and we had to go in there and stop Avery from trying to drown his ass. That's all I knew. I was like, hey, man, Avery, stop, bro. You about to drown him. I didn't know what happened. So you going to tell me at the high school reunion what finally happened? Oh, yeah, now it makes sense. Come on, bro. Shit happened a long time ago, man. Jamarcus Russell was out of the league in 3 years. 3. Okay? Number 1 pick in the draft. 3 seasons later, never played football again. That's all I know. Okay? All right, man. Franklin Skinner said he got his Mendoza shirt. How's it look, bro? How's it look? Franklin Skinner, tell him what it is. He got his Mendoza shirt today. Does it look as crispy as this with the Mendoza on the back? Tell him, dog. Y'all don't got no excuse. We got real people on the ground, boots to the ground, telling you that they got their shit. And like I said before, man, y'all saw Mendoza yesterday. I mean, the day before yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Y'all saw when we was here yesterday, excuse me. Y'all saw yesterday when I had this up like this and the screen, and I kept doing this, and look at the screen, and look at it. That's him. Look at it. Tell me that ain't him. The prototype. Tell me. It's him. And I'm still waiting for Alfredo to get his, but Alfredo just trying to figure out how he can get around it. All right, man. Salute. Yeah, your Mendoza shirt's en route. Hey. Let me tell you guys how to deal with your shirts. 2 things you do not do. I'm warning y'all. Y'all gonna mess it up. Y'all gonna have to buy another one. If that's what you want to do, but I'm really trying to save you guys. Number 1, okay? It's gonna come folded in the plastic, seal. Never, ever, ever, ever iron or steam your shirt without turning it inside out. Because this right here, this vinyl, hear this? You don't hear that. Hear that? You're gonna mess this up. Once it gets any type of a melt or any type of overheat, that shit's gonna be. I'm warning y'all. Okay? Another thing is, if you wash it, you better hang that shit up. Don't put it in the dryer. Don't put it in the dryer, dog. Hand rinse that shit or put it on take that shit out. Hang that bitch up. Do not do that. Because if you do, you'll be buying another one. Just trying to warn you guys. All right? Trying to warn you. If you want your shit to look crispy like this, stay that way. You got to do a little bit of maintenance, bro. Okay? You got to do a little bit of maintenance. Just trying to warn you. Okay? But it would be best if you bought more than one, because that's what I did. I had to buy another one because I'm like, I'm gonna wear this until the damn strings come out. So when the strings start coming out, I'm gonna have another one. I'm gonna have another one, dog. I'm always gonna wear this. I got about 15 years to wear this shit. Okay, tell you that shit now. All right, straight up. Yeah, you guys with the membership, you guys got to sign up and make sure you pay the little $3 a month, bro. Come on, man. You waste more money on text messages to Chloe and them who don't ever answer you, man. So you can do better than that. All right. Okay. Wild Web says Doza isn't elevating the team in his second year's time to can his ass. All right, now you're being ridiculous. I can already see it's going to be the car effect up and down, man, blah, 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 blah. Come on, bro. Come on, man. The game doesn't slow down for you until you're in year 3. Come on, dude. With your rationale, there'd be a whole bunch of dudes that's not in the league. You know who the biggest person that you wouldn't have in the NFL if they would listen to you, Guar Webb, by year 2? Aaron Rodgers wouldn't be in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers didn't become the starter until he was in his 4th year. Brett Favre didn't become the starter until he was in his 3rd or 4th year. Tom Brady didn't become a starter until he's like in the year or going into year 3. Okay? Patrick Mahomes didn't even start his rookie year. He was better than Alex Smith. Okay? So all of this, if he doesn't by year 2, doesn't add up. Doesn't add up, bro. Okay? All right? Doesn't add up. You're just saying stuff because it sounds good to you. All right? Okay. Rosetown Native. Likes ain't liking, man. Let's get the 100. Let's roll. Okay? Raider fans are jaded and negative. Hey, man, you can't worry about that. Ain't our job, dog. I mean, you know what make them happy, Whittington Thomas? If they can hold their fingers up and actually see one of them damn Super Bowl rings. If they can look up on their hand like us and see P got one. You don't hear Patrice saying nothing negative. You hear no ringer talks the way these guys talk. Alfredo got one. He's a ringer. P got a ring. If you can look at your hand as a Raider fan and you got something on here, something that Michael Wilcock never knows. All he has is AFC championship rings. I mean, you can get those out the gumball machine, man, at Walmart. Okay, I can go get me an AFC championship ring all day. He don't have nothing that says world champions on it. Never. Okay? Nothing. Okay? So, at the end of the day, We look at our hands. That's why we don't say negative shit, because we know how it feels to be on top of the totem pole. We know how it feels walking around with our team being the best team in the world. We know that. We know how it feels. Okay? These guys have no idea. That's why they say all this crazy stuff, bro. I mean, you just have to understand it. All right? All right? It's like when my son be complaining about stuff, bro. Son be getting so upset. I'm hungry. Dude, you just ate. It ain't that he's hungry. He wants what I'm eating. He sees me over here eating one of these Randy's donuts. He done already ate his yesterday, and I kept mine. I didn't eat mine yet. Now he wants some of my donut. Now he mad at me because he ate his donut. Nah, dog, Like I said, bro, you had your donut. It's my donut. Then again, I bought 2 donuts. I didn't buy 2 for you. And that's the key. He mad. He really think he's being done wrong. These guys think they're being done wrong, bro, and they ain't earned shit. They haven't earned anything to have it as much complaints as they have. They haven't got nothing out the mud, bruh. They don't know how it feels. Whittington Thomas, your uncle, the late great Arthur Whittington, King Arthur, one of my heroes as the running back position. They don't know how it feels, man, to be to be the first wild card team to ever win a Super Bowl. The Raiders, we barely made the playoffs, bro, in 1980. We barely made it, bro. We were on the outside looking in. We won the last couple of games. We got in. We went to the wild card game, won. We went to the division game, won. We went to the AFC Championship game, won. Then we played the Eagles in Super Bowl 15, and they were the Patriots / Kansas City Chiefs of that time with Ron Jaworski and Wilbert Montgomery and Herm Edwards. Yeah, real Herm Edwards. Hello. You play to win the game. Herm Edwards, all of them dudes, Bill Berge and all of them dudes, bro. And then we beat their ass and won the Super Bowl. First wild card team to ever win a Super Bowl. We went through 4 playoff games and won. They don't know how it feels, man, to be a team that had no chance in winning a Super Bowl. They have no idea about that. And that wasn't even our first one. That was our second one. They have no idea, bro. So when they complain and they say all like Guar Webb says all this shit that he says, okay, I don't even be listening. I just be like, all right, bro, you don't know no better, bro. Okay, you don't know no better. All right, man, don't worry about them roaches. I'm chilling. Alfredo Mendoza with the $4.99 dono. Hey, Alfredo, man, you might as well just go get this, dog. Yeah, Franklin Skinner got his. Patrice is about to get hers. Whittington Thomas bought 2. Bill got his coming. I mean, there's no excuse. Okay. Or did Bill get one? I don't know if Bill got one. Okay. But yeah, I don't think Bill got his yet. But he's asking me when you're getting yours. I think Bill said he's gonna get his when you get yours. But you got no choice, bro. You got a lot of jerseys to buy. All right, man. Okay. Jeff Brank, man, I got great stories going to my Raider games in L.A. when they played my Browns a couple of years. My dad went to L.A., man, girlfriend, diehard Raider girl, man. I think it was 94, 95. Hey, man. Them L.A., man, Major Raider, man, he worked those games. Okay? So, and Violator was at all those games, too. That was the skinny Violator back when Violator was skinny. Violator had hair and all that shit. Okay? He was that was way back, bro. Okay? My big bro. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, those were good times back then during them days, bro. I just wish that I was I wish that I would have been able to go to some more games. I wish I would have been able to go to them games, but at that time, man, I was still in my formative years, man, trying to get my shit together, bro. Okay? All right, so I didn't get a chance to hit those games up like I wanted to. All right, man, straight up, man. Okay. Guar Webb says, I'm glad Florio's putting the pressure on Brady about your all in or your all out half-ass because you're not going to hear about this coward beat writers. They had my question there. Well, you got to understand, Mike Florio's not doing you any favors. Okay, Mike Florio is he is the NFC version of the Bills. He is 0-4 in the Super Bowl, and he lost his 4th Super Bowl to the Raiders. Him being on Brady's back don't mean nothing to me because he's not genuine in it. Okay? If he was doing it because it was the right thing to do, I'd give him credit for it. If he was doing it because he wants to do the right thing, he's doing it because he's bitter. Before his 18th birthday, he was a 4-time Super Bowl loser, just like your boy Wilthrop over there. Wilkoff. I mean, last time his team, the Vikings, went to the Super Bowl was January 9th, 1977. Why do I know the date? Because that's the day when I became a one ringer. The day I became a one ringer is the day Mike Florio became a 4-time loser. So you could praise him all you want. It ain't genuine. It's jealousy wrapped up into some I'm trying to help. He's just a sore loser. He picked the wrong team when he was a kid. He didn't know what he was doing. He's not even from Minnesota. He's from Ohio. So why do you like a team over there? He didn't even know what the hell he was doing, which goes to show why he's where he's at now. Talking about stuff and he don't know what he's doing. You got a team right there. I picked the team that was by me. Raiders was right there. This fool picked the team 3 states over. But then again, he wouldn't have won nothing if he was a Lions fan. He wouldn't have won nothing if he was a Browns or a Bengals fan. I mean, he was damned if he do, damned if he don't anyway. But he's a Vikings fan. He hasn't seen a Super Bowl since 1977, bro. That'll be 50 years next year. 50. So you keep worshiping him all you want to. I'm younger than him and far more successful when it comes to teams. Okay? I picked the right team from the beginning. And I became a Raider fan when we had 0. Okay? He don't know as much football as he thinks he knows. All right. Okay, man. Kiwi Raider in the house. What's going on? All right, man. Browns were down by 17, 3 minutes, man. Went to the parking lot. Raider Browns fumbled on the ball. Went down, returned. The Browns came back and beat the Raiders by 3. Yeah, man. That was that damn was that game wait a minute, was that a playoff game? Was that the Ernest Biner game? Is that the Ernest Biner? No, that was Oakland. That was Oakland. Okay. Who was your quarterback back then? Was it Brian Sipe? Chef Briac? Was that Brian Sipe? I think you guys had Brian Sipe, Mike Pruitt, Ozzie Newsome. See, Mr. Schwarzkopf over there, he can't compete with me. I'm just a human computer. Like, I'm going through my head talking about Browns, people on the Browns team. Think you guys had Joey Browner, rest in peace, he just passed away. I think Joey Browner was on your team. Who else was on your team? I think Lyle Zato was on that team too. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, Lyle Zato was a Brown. I think he might have been on that team. All right. Like I said, man, you got to come over here and know what you're talking about when you're over here. Boy, I was glad to be outside that stadium when wearing my Browns gear. I think I would have been, hey, yeah, man. I ain't gonna hold you, big dog. I'm an Oakland Raider, but them LA Raiders are the most gangster. LA Raider fans are the most gangster out of all of us, bro. There's a difference. Huge difference. I get along with all of them, though. I get along with all the Las Vegas LA Raider fans, bro. Okay? And my girl Christy Hurd and all the other ones, I get along with all of them. Okay? But I'm glad I do. Because the difference between Oakland and LA is this. You go to Oakland, you pop it, we catch you in a parking lot, we beat your ass. We might beat your ass in the bathroom. That was the worst ass whooping I ever seen in my face. Was in the bathroom. We beat the brakes off of this Dolphins fan. Just beat his ass. I didn't. I just left. LA, they following you home. Every time you turn, they turn. Every time you switch lanes, they switch lanes. Every time you put on your blinker, you put on a blinker. They following you home. They gonna catch you at the crib. That's the difference. And you might not make it out. If they can catch you there, they'll catch you there. But you better get your family out of there. While you're in the ambulance going to any hospital, King Hospital down as close that way, or USC Medical Center, then you better tell your family to get home. And turn their lights off when they get on the freeway. Get on the freeway, just turn your shit on. Go about 4 miles and turn your lights back on. Because they following you. That's the difference. So yeah, you definitely would have been barbecue chicken. All right. Justin Saw said the O-line's much better on paper. I agree. All right, man. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If you want the knife, man, please. Yeah, man. I want the knife. That's that golden child. I want the knife. Please. Please. Come on, dog. Go to child, dog. All right. Okay. All right, man. Good movie. I didn't know that was a girl. That was a girl that played in The Golden Child. I didn't find out about that till maybe about 5 years ago. When they met up again, that was a girl. That was a little girl that was playing the boy. The bald-headed boy, that was a girl. I did not know that. I thought it was a boy. But it wasn't. It was a girl. Huh? Eating off-brand Fruity Pebbles. Hey, man, that's got a lot of sugar in it, P. Okay? You better not be going nowhere. You're going to be bouncing off the walls. Heating up fish sticks with tartar sauce, packaged with Burger King, bacon pop. Azul! Tapping in from a plane today. Yeah. Where you going, Azul? Hey, Azul, are you getting ready to go and go find Brandon Ayuk and apologize to him and get him back on the team? Because it looks like you guys are trying to change y'all minds about some Brandon Ayuk. Okay, maybe they're using you as a negotiation hostage negotiator to go over there and try to get him to play for you guys now. But where are you headed, bro? I know you're heading play someplace exotic. All right. Jack Kipp, low budget quarterback for Buffalo Bills. Like who? Hey, man, I'm just telling you, big dog. Hey, them encyclopedias at my house, bro, growing up, man, was the internet, bro. I read everything. That's why I know so much. I read and I remember everything. I don't know how I remember everything, but I do. Okay. Jack Kipp, I wasn't born. I wasn't around, but I know Jack Kipp was a quarterback. Okay. I know that. I know Jack Kipp was the quarterback. They had Cookie Gilchrist was one of their running backs, black running back. Okay, he won the rushing title one year at the AFL or something like that. I mean, I don't know how I just know everything, bro. Them encyclopedias, I had them open. Now we got the internet, and you got a whole smartphone. If I was a kid and I had what I got now, like what my son got, man, I'd be Mensa level, bro. Mensa level, what everything I'd know. Okay? But I had to go and actually look it up and go to libraries and do all that shit. Okay? So I just know all of that, bro. Man, I'm going through the Buffalo Bills before I was born. I knew Jack Kipp was a quarterback. I know Cookie Gilchrist was on that team. I know that Luke Saban was the head coach. How do I know these things? Luke Saban was the head coach. They drafted O.J. Simpson in 1968. I know all of that. I'm not a Bills fan, but I know the Bills. I said the Browns. I said Brian Sipe. I said Mike Rozier. I said Ozzie Newsome. I said all them cats. Okay? Name a team, I'd probably be able to give you some players off of the team. Okay? I just remember everything, bro. I remember it all. I don't know how I do it, but I do. Okay? All right, man. Then Jack Kipp became a congressman or something. I think he became a senator. Okay? I think if I ain't mistaken, somebody do a fact check. All right, man. Toxic fan base is on this thick this evening. Ray Flores, people coming in on it getting burned badly. Well, man, like I said before, you got to understand, man. People are only used to what they're used to. They're used to what they're used to, man. They're around their peers and they're around the people who they're comfortable being the smartest person in the room. They're used to being the smartest person in the room. It's like a Revenge of the Nerds. You're the king of the nerds, bro. King of the dipshits. Then you get around other people, you find out you're not as smart as you think you are. Okay? You find out there's people that actually know more than you about what you're supposed to know. Okay? Just what it is, bro. All right, man. Daniel Berry Sports in the house. Okay? All right, man. Azul said Shaq was killing on those max lies, pulling numbers. Dude, it's crazy. I looked at the numbers that everything is up. I mean by a lot. By a lot. Hours, watch hours, views, all that shit. Commercials, all the commercial revenue, all that shit, everything's up. By a lot. By a lot, bro. Okay? It tells me how many more views we got, how many this, how many that. How long we are on, how the average person, all the metrics, bro. YouTube breaks everything down. I know everything about my channel. I have no excuse. Anybody who has a channel knows everything about what's on their channel. They know the demographic. They know the age group. They know the majority. They know the male, female. They know all that shit. They know all that shit. What countries? What parts of the country are most of the viewers from? Everything's there. All my shit is all green and very high. Very high. Approval rate, everything. High as shit. And that's why when you see commercials, that's why you're seeing the big commercials you're seeing. Because the advertiser are like, yeah, we'll advertise on that channel. We'll put, I turn on him and I see Mercedes-Benz commercials on our shit. I mean, I'm seeing all kinds of shit. Yeah, I'm like, wow. Show my wife. I said, look, babe. She's like, yeah, you. Why you think they're advertising? Because y'all are here. Okay? Y'all are here. It's working. All right. Ray Flores says, my turn to get roasted. Sacramento Kings fan. Oh, well, man, shit, Kings. Do y'all got a title? What were the Kings before? You guys used to be the, I remember when I was a kid, you guys were the Kansas City Kings. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can go back. This basketball now. This basketball. Okay, Michael Wilcox can't fool with me on anything. All right. So this now we're going to the NBA on a team that I'm not a fan of. Let me see. I know you guys were the Cincinnati Royals back in the days when you guys had Jerry Lucas, Oscar Robinson. So y'all came from Cincinnati, y'all became the Royals. Then y'all went to Kansas City, changed your name to the Kansas City Kings. Then you guys were the Kansas City Omaha Kings. And then you guys eventually moved to SAC. So I think you guys have one title. I think Sacramento Kings have one title as the Royals. I think you guys have 1962 title as the Royals when y'all had Jerry Lucas and y'all had Oscar Robinson. I could be wrong, but I know that's the history. How do I know? Encyclopedias, bro. Like I told you, man. I remember everything. All right. So I think you guys got one, maybe one. All right. Alfredo said Tiger Woods was on the phone with D-Teasy seconds before his DUI. Hey, D-Teasy came out and said Tiger's a good guy. And you know, if he says he's a good guy, that means that he's good with him. Plus, Tiger's dating his ex-daughter-in-law with his grandkids. So Tiger gonna be just fine, bro. Just fine. Good to have friends, bro. That'll be something I won't be mad at. I don't want to see Eldrick in a jumpsuit. I need to see Eldrick on the the Masters hitting golf balls, bro. Okay? I don't need to see him locked up. Nobody got hurt. That's my excuse. You know how y'all make excuses for people y'all like? You guys are quick for doing that. I'm gonna make an excuse for Tiger. Nobody got hurt, bro. He paid for everything. Everything's cool. Everything's cool, Ty. Everything cool. All right. Can't make it up. E. Chiplin. Raiders have a longer history of Risen. No haters because he ain't us. Hey, man, like I said before, man, it's always somebody who don't have what you got. I was always the kid. Somebody was always telling me something that I had wasn't all of that because they didn't have one. Okay. I remember when my dad bought me a Huffy bike back in the 70s, having a Huffy bike. If you couldn't have a Swin, but the mountain bikes was the Huffies. My dad bought me a Huffy bike, but it was orange. You think I cared? I did not care. I had a Huffy. My boys that did not have a Huffy that was riding their grandma's old 10-speed. Oh, man, why'd you get that color, man? Shaq, that bike is ugly, bro. Yeah, man, but I'm about to hit this dirt trail. You got your grandma, you know them grandma bikes? They got the big ass, they got the basket in the front. Them niggas was riding that. I'm riding a Huffy bike. Ugly as hell, orange than a bug. But guess what? All they did was tell me, why did my dad buy me that? And I'm like, well, you don't even know your dad. Then we have to fight. Patrice, then we have to fight after that. Well, you don't even know your dad. That's not your dad. That's your mom's boyfriend. Oh, then we have to fight after that. You talk about my dad. Yeah, you talked about my dad. You said my dad was stupid to buy me a Huffy bike. And your dad, shit, what grade are we in? I've never seen your father ever. At all. Matter of fact, ain't that your mom's fourth boyfriend? But we had to fight. Like I said, dog, hey, I was never nice. Ask Bill. Ask Raider Trey. They know I've never been a nice guy. You talk about mine. We'll talk about yours. My bike was this color. It was this color right here. But I had a Huffy. Okay? Simple as that. You had to share your bike with your sister, and it was your grandmother's. Stop talking to me. Okay? I'm used to people telling me what I got ain't all of that. Huh? I remember when people used to talk to me about this channel. Oh man, you don't even have 1,000 subscribers. Okay, you're right. Hit that 1,000, hit that 5, hit that 10, or hit that 15. Them same people ain't nowhere around, huh? Like I said, you just got to keep doing you, bro. Keep doing you. When they're telling you something's wrong, that means you're on the right path. When they're going out of their way telling you what you don't got, that means that you got it. You just have to keep. Don't be dumb. Don't give it away. Don't be stupid, bro. Haters always give you hints, bro. They give you hints that you're on the right track. Michael Wilcock, he's scared to death that the Raiders are going to win a Super Bowl before he wins one. But we already did, though. We already won 3 before he won 1. He's just hoping we don't get to 4. And when we do, he's still going to talk about 1990, that cold day in Buffalo, 51-3. He's going to still bring that shit up. That's all he got. Michael Wilcock, man, he's one of them type of dudes. There was only one pair of roller skates, and he had one roller skate, and his sister had one roller skate, and they had to share. So she got to use one roller. He got the left one, she got the right one, and that was it. Okay, because he wasn't buying 2 pairs. Everybody's sharing everything, straight up. Okay, that's what it is. All right, you're definitely playing Barbies and playing with tea sets, because we're not buying all these toys. We got to buy toys that both of y'all can play with. Okay, straight up. I grew up with people just like Michael Wilcock. Always got something to say, and they ain't got less than you. Always. And you know what? When they grow up, they do the same shit. They still talk. You think, oh, we're grown now. We're grown up now, man. We're 30. We're 40. We're 50. We're OGs. They still talk like they did when we was in 7th grade. Still saying the same shit. Okay. All right, man. Exactly. Comments about Tiger Woods. Hey, man, I need Tiger not to be. I need Eldrick to not be. Eldrick, man, that's somebody that sounds like a police record right there. Eldrick. He needs to be having a police record. His name is Eldrick. He got a bunch of mug shots and shit. All this. All his mug shots look the same, dog. He be looking faded in his mug shots, bro. Faded. Okay? All right, man. Yeah, man. Tiger doing his stuff thizzle. I love Tiger Woods. Okay? Ain't no talk about Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods went to Stanford. What are you talking about? That's Bay Area, dog. He went to the farm. T Woods went to Stanford, bro. That's Bay. What you mean? Tiger Woods went to Stanford, bro. The farm. That's Bay Area. Of course I'm there. Man, that's Bay Area. He spent time up there when I was up there. Hell yeah, I got Tiger back. He was on in my territory hitting golf balls. What do you mean? Yeah. You ain't gonna hear no Tiger Woods slander over here, bro. You're gonna have to find another channel for that shit. I'll tell him that he's doing wrong. I mean, nephew, I'll tell, hey, nephew, you ain't handling business. But outside of that, man, you ain't gonna hear no crazy shit from me. Pardon his ass. Why don't you just pardon him before he goes to court? Just write the paperwork. Come on, dog. All right, man. Cost says, true, Josh Jacobs maybe leave Green Bay. I know he's had a home in Vegas, custom built, never got a chance to move into. It's possible. I mean, how long has he been gone? He didn't sign. Did he sign an extension? I don't think he signed an extension with Green Bay, but they don't have a running game without Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs was, didn't he have like a 10-game consecutive touchdown streak where he had a rushing touchdown in like 10 games or something like that in a row or some shit? He's still young. Josh got to be what? 28? 29? Hasn't had any significant injuries. Hasn't had an ACL, NCL, PCL, or Achilles or no shit like that. If they let him go, they let him go. Now, he can come on home. That's a Raider to me. I didn't like what he did when he left, said all that stuff, but hurt people hurt people. I mean, he was hurt. He got a whole tattoo on his body. I mean, Max still hasn't explained Flock Nation yet. So, hey, like I said, I mean, if y'all can forgive Max, y'all can forgive Josh. I'd love for Josh to come home. I'd love it. Eat Trizzle. What's up, Eat Trizzle for Shizzle? Eat Trizzle. Hey, big dog. Hey, man, all these guys got they Mendoza, man. Wait till you get yours, man. When you get yours, it's gonna be nice. But I got some new things popping, bro. I got some new things, man. I'm just finalizing. Could be up at any moment, bro. I got some new shit. I'm putting up. I'm putting everything up. Everything got to go up, bro. No, not everything, but some new shit coming up. Be doing something like every week. I got something for y'all. But the numbers was off the chain, man. Man, salute to everybody, man. Love all y'all, man. Salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. We did a phenomenal job. I mean, the numbers are crazy, bro. Good numbers. We just need to get the more people in here. Let's see if we get this 20,000, move up 25. Got to get to 100 G's, man. Once we get to 100,000 subscribers, then we're a big channel. Right now, we're in the middle. Okay? We're in the middle right now. We just got to get to that 100. We get to that 100, it's barbecue chicken. Okay? All right. Start throwing some events for you guys, man. Start throwing some meet and greets and all that type of shit. Where we all meet up at a game and all of that. Have our own section. Just have our own section at the stadium. Just all of us is in our own section of shit. Watch, bro. Watch what I do when it gets cracking around here. All right, I can't wait. All right, man. DC4 was 2014. Okay, 2014. All right. I keep saying 2016 because that was his MVP year. MVP when he was fourth in MVP voting. I keep saying 2016, but you're right. It's 2014. You're right. Okay. All right, Olivia Shack said, last name is Shack for real, man. I see some kids. We might be kin. There's a lot of us rolling around. Okay? A lot of us. All right? We're all over Facebook. There's a lot of us. Okay? Especially in Florida. If you in Florida, you probably my cousin. My grandmother's brother, man, my great uncle, man, he had like 26 kids. All different kind, all mixed with all kinds of different ones. White ones, black ones, Puerto Rican ones, Haitian ones, Mexican ones. I see all my little younger cousins. They all mixed up. They all shacks. They all. Man, my uncle did not care. Okay, anybody can get it. Sound like a shack. Anybody can get it, man. It didn't matter to him. Chinese didn't matter. Okay, they black at everything. Black / name it. Black Eskimo. Black Argentina. It don't matter. Okay, does not matter, man. Hey, you look good, you can get it. All right, straight up. All right, man. Raider Twan. Fernando will be mentioned with Burroughs and Newton, man. Who's number 3 out of that group? Shit. I'll name just off the top of my head. Like I said, everything's here. See if I'm wrong. All the Heisman Trophy first pick of the drafts. Now, the reason why you're saying that, Fernando, Raider Twan, is you're saying quarterbacks that won the Heisman Trophy, national championship, and was a national championship MVP. That's what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So it is Cam Newton and Joe Burrow. Cam Newton are Auburn, Joe Burrow, LSU, and Fernando Mendoza, Indiana. So those 3 are the only 3 that have those 3 things. Heisman Trophy winners, same year. National championship, same year. National championship, MVP. Those are the only 3 that I could think that have all 3 of those. Okay? But as far as first pick of the draft, Heisman Trophy winners, Cam Ward, Caleb Williams, Baker Mayfield, Bryce Young, Fernando Mendoza. That's 5. Who else could you don't understand how my mind's moving. That's 5. Let me see if I can think of any Heisman Trophy first round draft picks. First pick of the draft. Jim Plunkett, 71. He was the first Heisman Trophy winner. First pick of the draft. Who else? Was it Akili Smith? Was it Ty Detmer? No, I don't think Ty Detmer went number 1. No, Matt Leinart didn't go number 1. Carson Palmer. Man, come on, bro. You have to understand who you're talking to. Like, I really just going in my head. Who else can I name a first Heisman Trophy winner, first quarterback, first pick? Gary Beeman, but you wouldn't know who he is. That's UCLA, man, 1967. You wouldn't know who that is. But he is a first pick of the draft Heisman Trophy. Who else can I name? Roger Staubach, Heisman Trophy, Navy, Dallas Cowboys. Who else can I name? Heisman Trophy winner, first quarterback pick. Kyler Murray. That's 6. Who else? My mind's moving. Trying to see if I can think of anybody else that might have skipped. First pick of the draft, Heisman Trophy winner, quarterback. That's as far as I could go. I done named about 7 people, 7, 8 people, maybe 9 people. All right. Okay. All right. Guar Webb says, please don't tell me you're not making Kirk O chains, t-shirts for sale. Hey, if y'all want them, I'll make them. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I, bro? I mean, why won't I? I do everything else. If there's a market for it, I'm going to do it. I don't know if there's a market for it. Let them start winning and see if I pop one up the next day. You never know what I'm going to do. I will say, you never know, man. Kirk O chains go on a damn, man. He wins 6 games in a row, man. Next thing you know, I got one on, bro. Like, you got to be careful with me, bro. You never know what I'll do. All right. Alfredo said Mendoza's going to be starting after the bye week. I think he might be starting before the bye week. That's week 9, week 8 or week 9. Usually we get our bye week in week 8. The last 2 years, our bye week has been week 8. So I'm assuming that he'll be starting before then. I'm willing to believe it. I want him to start day 1. I want him to go in training camp and kick Kirk Cousins' ass. That's what I want. I want him to be so good you have to start him. That's what I want. But they're trying to bubble wrap him, dog. Come on, Alfredo. You know when you had your first son, man. You know damn well, man. When he was walking around as a toddler, man. You know you were putting them damn things inside of the damn socket thing, the little socket things that you put in there to block the sockets. You were child-proofing your whole shit. That's exactly what you were doing. We had the little gates up and all that shit. My son was knocking that shit over, man. My son was 1 year old. He pulled down the Christmas tree. He was on his thing, right? My son's so strong. He grabbed the Christmas tree and wouldn't let it go. He pulled the whole damn tree down. I'm like, how the hell he do that? It didn't fall on him, but I'm like, how the hell he do that? Strong as shit. On some bam bam rubble shit. That's what they want to do. They're trying to child-proof the Raiders for Mendoza, bro. They're trying to child-proof that shit. They're going to keep him in the bassinet and put a damn alarm system on that shit. What's going on? Man, Fernando's getting in the car. He's about to drive to practice. No. You go over there and go get him right now. They won't even let his ass drive to the facility. Block his car. What's going on, coach? Oh, you're trying to drive? No, Fernando, no. Get in the Range Rover. Get in a Range Rover. What are you talking about? I've been driving. Oh, no. No driving, dog. No driving, bro. Well, I got a driver's license. No. They won't even let him drive. Okay? They're going to be cutting up his meat while he's at the facility and shit. Okay? Everybody else get the steak delivered, man. Mendoza's steak's going to be cut up. What are you doing, Clint? Oh, man, I got to get the kid. Oh, I got to get. They're going to be cutting the corners off of his bread and shit. All right, take one bite and then drink something. I mean, they babying him, dog. They babying him, dog. You do not understand. That's exactly what they're doing. They're babying him, dog. They babying Mendoza. Mendoza's a tough dude, bro. Did y'all see that blood that was running down that boy's face, man, in the Natty game? When he got illegally hit and that blood was running it down and shit? Y'all saw that shit. What did he do? He's like, oh, is that what we're doing? This dude's from Miami, bro. This is a Cuban kid from Miami, bro. This is a Cuban kid from Miami. Full Cuban. Mama Cuban, daddy Cuban. From Cuba, Cuban. From Miami, dog. There was a very famous movie with a guy that came over in a Cuban boat lift in the late 70s who had a movie by the name of Tony Montana, who was from Cuba, and Scarface in Miami. That kid's tough. But they're definitely feeding him Gerber baby food. They do not want him to do nothing. They scared to death right now, bro. They scared to death. They don't want nothing to happen to them. Oh man, we might have to wait till year 13 before we let them start. Unfortunately for them, y'all saw that pro day yesterday. When you throwing the rock like he threw the rock to guys that shouldn't have been out there who was dropping passes, you're going to have to let that boy play. It is what it is. Play around with Mendoza if you want to. That dude is not soft, bro. That dude had blood running down his face. He didn't even wipe that shit off. That dude came to the line of scrimmage. That shit was dripping down his face. He was just like it. Play with him if you want to. Okay? Play around with him if you want to. They ain't going to be able to hold him back. Alfredo, your nephew, man, there's no way he's going to be held back, bro. They're not going to hold him back, man. It's not happening. They can try all they want to. All right? All right. Okay, straight up. I don't care about the money. I care about the scrub you paid, like Kirko. He ain't no scrub. Kirko ain't no scrub. You paid him a $1.38 million, bro. Stop. Guarweb. The guys you like, you pay more. You talk about these quarterbacks, but you don't talk about how much money Tyree Wilson is getting. How much money is Tyree Wilson getting, man, to don't get to average like he has like 3 sacks in his career or shit? I mean, he has more than that. Frido said, Shaq, don't be surprised if Mendoza straight up cooks in OTAs. I'm not going to be surprised. That's what I want. Okay? Preseason forces him to start him week 1. Mendoza's not going to be there trying not to start, bro. He's going to be out there spinning it. He's not playing, dog. That kid's not playing. That's a kid that listens to his mama and his abuelita. He going to do exactly what he's supposed to do. He gonna do what he's supposed to do. She told him, get out there, baby, do what you're supposed to do. They got him all the way this far. That family, his father, his mother, God bless him, his family, got him to the first pick of the draft. You do not count out a kid like him. That's a mistake. All these Dan Orlovsky's. I mean, how do you guys listen to Dan Orlovsky, man, when he went 0-16 as a starting quarterback for the Lions, bro? When you had Megatron on that team. He didn't win a game. But he's a football expert. He's a quarterback guru. Couldn't win a game. A game. But y'all listen to him. And then come over here and ask me, what do I think about it? You guys kill me, bro. You guys should really, really think about the people you ask me about. You guys really ask me about Mike Florio, a guy that can't pick a team to win a Super Bowl in 4 attempts? That man's in his 60s. Mike Florio is about 65 years old. He had no Super Bowls as a fan in his life. Created that channel and all that stuff he got to cope with the fact that he ain't good at picking football teams. So he critiques everybody else that's better than him. I mean, that's his whole life. His whole life has been somebody that talks about everybody else and what they got going on, but he never talks about himself. games. That's his whole life. Huh? Okay. Like I said before, man, that shit works when you're a kid. I was really upset when they were first day and I had my bike and they started my Huffy bike and they started talking about my bike was orange and this, that, and the other. And I went home and told my mom. My mom was like, well, you know, be honest with you, you really should be feeling sorry for him, but you know, because you know his father, he hasn't seen his father since he was 6 months old. And I was like, oh damn. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for telling me that. He didn't tell me that. My mom told me. Oh, okay. So the next time this fool says something to me, I got something to say back. Yeah, Donald, has your dad returned from the store yet? Nope, he hasn't been back, huh? We got to fight after that, don't we? Okay, straight up. All right, man, Azul. Paid now, parking $50. 3P coming. Yeah, man. I don't know about 3P, but we'll see. I mean, my Yankees is balling, man. We 5-1 right now. We acting a fool. We got our pitching now. We didn't have our pitching when we played y'all before. Our pitchers was hurt. Garrett Cole coming back. Man, we acting a fool, bro. $50 ain't that much. Parking ain't $50 ain't that much to park. Me and Bill Holloway, man, when we went to the Raiders in the Chargers game, we paid $130 to park. And then when me and Whittington Thomas and his girl went to go see the Rams, we paid $120. I'm like, well, damn, we parked in the same spot. How come it's $10 more? Because it was the Chargers. It was the dischargers. They charged us $10 more on the Charger game than they did for the Rams game. So $50, if that's all you're paying, that's pretty good. Shit. We went to go see Super Mario Brothers and the big recliner seats and all that shit yesterday, man. That shit was $70. So it is what it is. Got to pay to play. All right. Warweb says, funny how anytime the Raiders had a quarterback start looking good for the Raiders, we start looking like the playoffs. The quarterback started and Jason Campbell would go down to a fake injury. Well, Jason Campbell wasn't no fake injury, and neither was Derek Carr. Derek Carr actually had a broken bone in his back, and Jason Campbell was cooking. Okay? But you only talk about everything within the last 20 years. Everything you talk about is 20 years, 25 years, and you don't go no further than that. So to you, that's like the biggest things ever. I was a three-ringer doing that. Okay? Yeah, come on, man. Yellow glass, man. Come on, bro. Okay? They didn't even have plexiglass when, what's his name? Wartzkoff. Let's call that cat Wartzkoff. Bill's Mafia. They didn't even have plexiglass. Wasn't even invented back then. Okay? Just yellow thin ass glass like this thick. Breathe on it, it cracks. All right. D Bernie. What's up, D Bernie? Bro, I'm not expecting a lot out of him, but he does play phenomenally in a West Coast offense. Well, I mean, I'm not expecting him either. And to be honest, D Bernie, I hope he doesn't. I want Fernando to start. But like I said before, Brady and I mean, Spytek is the person that is the most vulnerable person out of everybody. He'll be fired first. You're not firing Kubiak. You're gonna fire Spytek. You can't get rid of Brady. He's the owner. The person whose job is the first to go will be Spytek. And based on the Raiders' past previous GMs, the likes are liking finally. After 2 lives, they got fired by midseason. Don't act like we didn't fire Tom Telesco at the break. Don't act like we didn't fire Dave Ziegler at the break. And their records were better than Spytek. Spytek's won 3 games. Them other 2 won 4. Why they get fired in the middle of the year and he didn't? Brady. So we'll see. Well, I let Buffalo lose 4 straight Super Bowls. I mean, how do you go to Super Bowl 4 years straight and lose them all? I can't even think of anybody that did that and lost that many. Okay. All right, man. Robert Fisk, man. Yeah, dog. Okay. James Nelson in the house. Good to have you trip on here, Whittington Thomas. Man, that DVD story was crazy, bro. Yeah, dog, it was. Facts. All right. David Morales. Man, Chicale, man, Raiders, man. What's going on, man? Out of Austin. Hey, man, Austin, Texas is cracking. Hey, David Morales, man, my boy, man, he took me down there to the College Road down there, bro. That shit was popping. I was like, man, I should have came down here when I would have gotten so much trouble down there, bro. Man, when I was in my prime, I would have been down there. Man, I think I told y'all that story, man. My boy took me down there, man. This was, how many years ago was this? 3? So he took us down there, man. The College Road has all the clubs and all the upstairs. You go upstairs and all that shit, all the little, that whole street. Man, he took me in there, man. They was playing some hold down music up in there, dog. Bro, your partner don't see no big ass cowboy hats and shit kicking boots. I was looking at this nigga like, he's like, get a beer, bro. I'm like, what are we doing in here, bro? They don't see doing that, a live band and shit. I was like, he's like, just wait. Man, shit. Man, he went. They went for about 30 minutes and did the music. Then they did a break. Man, I heard the DJ go, chuka 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 dook go dook dook. Hey, shorty, it's your birthday. Everybody was going. I was like, I was shocked. He was laughing. Them damn Shooby Doobies took that shit off, dog. It was cracking. But they was playing that damn Riverdance shit. But as soon as that shit stopped, that DJ, I was like, this shit is cracking. I was like, damn. He's like, yeah. What you saying now? I said, I ain't saying shit. Get me another beer, nigga. It was cracking. So Austin's popping, bruh. I was shocked. He was laughing. He's like, yeah, I get y'all like that every time. And every club we went into was like that. They had the live band. They did a little country shit. By the time we went to like 2 or 3 clubs, I was just waiting for them to take a break. And then they played Biggie. They played everything. Biggie, give me one more chance. Big. I was like, this shit is banging. I was like, damn. So yeah, man, salute to you guys out there down there in Austin, Texas, dog. Yeah, man, Austin, Texas was popping. I was like, wow. I got caught slipping on that one, dog. All right. Okay. All right, man. Guar Webb, Doza doesn't nearly have the talent. Jamarcus Rubb. Now you're making shit up now. You're making shit up now. Okay. All right, you're making shit up. All right. Okay. All right, man. Although Raider guy, man, said he'll be back. I don't know if I'll be here. Shit, man. Lakers about to come on. I'm about to go watch the Lakers. Okay. I always have a backup. All right, man. I got homies, man. Come on, man. You got 2 homies. Nah. You gotta pick this up. Okay, but those that needed a year to get acclimated. I don't know if he needs a year to get acclimated. He didn't need a year to get acclimated when he came to Indiana. He didn't need no year. He didn't need no year when he came. He started balling. Okay, and bust out Tatiana. I mean, all day, man. Bust out Tatiana. You need to bust out. The drip is real, man. Go get the Mendoza, bro. More coming. You think this is tight? Wait till you see the next shit. I'm just being honest with you guys. You guys should always be prepared. This right here is super, super dope, bro. But understand, if you think I'm just going to stop here, you're mistaken. All right, man. Straight up. All right, man. Person. Okay. Yeah. All right, man. Shirts popping. Come on, Shaq, been a red fast and 70. Said, okay, Guar Webb, did you? Okay, then you a 3-ringer then. Okay, I didn't know that. Guar Webb. I didn't know your pedigree. All right. Our friends, I'm waiting for my nephew diving into the end zone shirt. Nah. Nah, you still got to get this one. You don't get to wait for and pick a shirt. Nah. That's like you say, oh, I'm waiting for the white Mendoza jersey to come out. Nah. You got to get them all. That's nephew, dog. You got to get them all. I got them all. You got to get them all. Okay. All right, Guar Webb, I got you. Okay, Guar Webb, I got you. I didn't know you were that old. I thought you were a young cat. I didn't know you was OG. Okay. All right, man. Okay, I did not know that. Brian Sight. I got it right. I said it was Brian Sight. I said Brian Sight. Okay. You had Brian Sight. This is the 1980 Browns. Browns, bruh. Brian Sight, quarterback. Mike Pruitt. Greg Pruitt and Mike Pruitt, not related. They were both on that team. Ozzie Newsome was the tight end, Hall of Famer. Who were your receivers? Who were your receivers on that team, bro? Trying to think who your receivers were. Ernest Biter was on that team too. Y'all had like 3 running backs. Mike Pruitt, Greg Pruitt was a starting tailback. Ernest Biter was the fullback, and his brother. I mean, Greg Pruitt was the tailback. Ernest Biter was the fullback, and Mike Pruitt was the kickoff guy. They both was named Pruitt, but they weren't related. And then Greg Pruitt came to the Raiders. It was wore 34 for the Raiders later on. Al Davis picked him up. So that Browns team, I remember that Browns team. Okay, I do. And thank God Ernest Biner fumbled that football, which allowed us to win against you guys to go to the Super Bowl, to become the Super Bowl champions in Super Bowl 15. Alfredo talking about he's an old dude cry because he didn't get a senior discount card. Hey, but you got to walk around with your AARP card. Okay? Straight up. I did not know Guar Webb was OG. All right. Yeah, James, I know everything that I need to know. Justin Saw said, Brandon Hill absolutely fooled the 49ers. Yeah, man, and now they're trying to make up for it. Okay, they're trying to make up for it. All right, man. Let me know when it's 6:30, man. 6:30, the Lakers come on Amazon Prime. I'm gonna sit out here and watch it on my phone, man. Okay, watch it on my phone, smoke my cigar. All right, can't make it up. All right, man. It quarterback, I'll let you know. All right, man. You'll let me know. Okay. All right, man. Yeah, y'all going at it. I love it. All right, man. I subscribe. I like you. I hate the loss. You don't have to like my team, dog. I mean, it would be nice retribution if you would say your team. See, over here, man, you don't get to talk shit about somebody else's team and you don't talk about your team. That's one thing that I'll say about Raiders. You can talk about us all day. You never have to ask a Raider fan what his team is. He'll always lead with his team. Y'all come over here, talk about the Raiders, and don't never say your team. So that goes to show you somebody has a lot more pride about their team than you. Every time somebody says something negative about the Raiders, they never say their team. Giants fan here, Lions fan here, Chargers fan here, Chiefs fan here, Texans fan here, 49er fan here, Packer fan here. Oh, y'all suck. It's always y'all suck and you never say. We don't go for that. You get blocked over here for doing that. All right. Yeah, Tiger didn't use his driver. Hey, man, Tiger's not going nowhere, man. Leave Tiger Woods alone. Okay, Tiger Woods, ever since he got hit in the head with that golf club, with the wife, Ellen Nordigan hit his ass in the head when got caught with them shooby doobies. I mean, he didn't learn how to juggle no girls. I was just by where he grew up at in Cyprus. I was down there day before yesterday. Drove by. I was like, oh, Cyprus, this is where he's from. Down there in Orange County, by Long Beach. I was in that area. Love Tiger Woods, bro. Okay. David Rady said he had the orange huffy with the black half bike. Man, I had that same bike. Hey, bro. They were straight trying to talk crazy, and I'm like, but every time, hey, man, let me ride your bike. Let me ride your bike, bro. Let me ride it. Oh, no. Oh, your bike is orange. Yeah. All right, bro. Okay. I'm about to hit these dirt trails, dog. Okay. Then they try to ride the bike over there and run over a thorn, and then they grandma tires flat. You know she uses it to go to the grocery store and shit. Straight in trouble. All right, man. Doom Boogie. Yeah, man, I got to do what I got to do, Doom. What's up, Dooney? All right, man. Okay. Deer and Tidy partying with Shady Business. Where's Shady at? Hey, man. Hey, I don't know where he is, but Tiger's never going to be where Diddy's at. Donald Trump going to pardon his ass. When he said he's a good guy, man, he's had a lot of injuries, and he goes and DTZ said his alcohol was 0.00 though. Like, man, he getting away with it though. Leave Tiger alone, dog. That's a 14 time master majors champion. Leave him be. Leave Tiger alone, bro. Don't be messing with Tiger. All right, Raiders said nice shirt. Go pick this up at MatthewShackUnfiltered.com, dog. You ain't got no excuses. Okay. A lot of y'all was pausing because y'all thought he wasn't getting drafted. All right, man. Just looked up. Starback plug it. Only 2 quarterbacks that won Heisman in the Super Bowl. Hey, man. I said their names though, didn't I? When them Heisman Trophy winners, you didn't want to talk about Heisman Trophy running backs. I know all them dudes. I could name at least 12 of those. Easy, because I was a running back. Challenge the best, man, and the goal was to get where you want, no questions, going where he wants to go, making to. That's facts. Scarface. Love Scarface. Said Guar Webb, Mike Florio's nickname is Mr. Toupee. Well, I mean, that's what happens, man. I mean, he lost his hair, man, for being a Vikings fan, pulling that shit out. I mean, there was a time when Florio was pulling his hair out and was actually growing back. Doesn't do it anymore. Okay. Lakers looking good right now, yeah. Okay. We're playing OKC tonight. All right, man. It's out there beautiful in the Northwest. It's beautiful out here, too. What we got? All right, it's 41, man. I'm going to have to get up out of here, y'all. All right, a few more questions, man. I got to go. Had many escapades out in the A-Town. Hey, dog, I didn't hit a chance. I didn't know. See, you're from Texas, so you didn't have that whole Texas stigma. We used to think that Texas was super racist. Like, oh, man, you don't want to go to Texas. Texas, man, they racist down there, man. They string people up. I mean, we used to hear all kinds of crazy stories about Texas. Until I got into the music industry. Once I got into the music industry and I started talking to people who were, touring, and I remember I was talking to some cats, man, that were they were in Jodeci when Jodeci was hot. They were in the band. They played, in the band with them. And I asked them, I said, hey, man, tell me out of all the cities, because they were going on them 60 city tours. I said, what city has the best looking shooby doobies? And they looked at each other and they said, Dallas. I said, Dallas? Man, you gonna get strung up in Dallas. They started laughing. They're like, yeah, that's what we want y'all to think. That's what we want y'all to think. That keep you Californian, you Oakland niggas out of Texas, because we have a field day down there. I made me think different. Okay, like I didn't make it to Dallas either though. Okay, but it is what it is. All right, man, I'm gonna get up here and go watch these game real quick, man. But Trees said it's to Magic City on Monday night. Had to go down in the books. I lived in Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta for 4 months. We never made it to Magic City. I was down there producing the album. Yeah, wait till the album comes out. My album is almost done. I keep telling you guys that album, y'all need to support that shit. That shit's gonna be fat. But I was down there producing the album. We were this close to getting a deal with LaFace Records back in the 90s. I was producing this artist. He was from Decatur. And they flew me out there for 4 months and we worked on this album. And we were just they were gonna sign him as an artist, but we wanted the distribution deal and it didn't happen. But all we did was go to 112. We went to 112, Club 112, where the group's named after 112. We went to Sharks Bar down there on Peachtree Street. We never made it to the Blue Flame. We never made it to Magic City. That's still on the bucket list. I have to go to Magic City and go get those lemon pepper wings down there. All right. Yeah, Dave Logan. Yeah. All right, man. Carolina Panthers. That's all good. All right, man. Love all y'all, man. Yeah, man. I got to go, man. Lakers about to come on. All right, man. So, Kirk Chains. But I told you guys 3 days ago he was going to be a Raider. I got that right. But I always seem to get it right. All right, man. Love all y'all, man. Go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. Go pick up especially Alfredo. Alfredo, we don't get to wait. You got to buy this shirt and the other ones too. Well, if there is other ones, you never know. All right, man. Love y'all, man. Matthew Shackleton.